2026 is almost here, and this year can be different if you take control of your life starting today. This audiobook is designed to give you a clear 365-day plan that will help you grow, improve, and create real progress every single day. You will learn practical steps to strengthen your mindset, build powerful habits, and take action that leads to meaningful results. You will discover how to plan your goals, focus on what truly matters, and overcome distractions that steal your time and energy. Every chapter shows you how to face challenges without fear, manage your emotions, and maintain motivation even when progress feels slow. You will learn how to track your achievements, celebrate wins, and use every small step to build lasting momentum. This is not about quick fixes or temporary motivation. It is about building daily practices that transform your habits, your mindset, and your results over time. You will understand exactly how to take control of your growth, improve your relationships, and strengthen your mental, emotional, and physical resilience. By following this 365-day plan, you can end 2026 in a completely different place than where you start. You will feel more focused, more confident, and more capable of achieving the life you want. Stick with this audiobook, apply what you learn, and watch as your consistent effort shapes real transformation over the next year. This is your chance to take control, commit fully, and create results that last. Are you ready to start? Chapter 1: Transform your mindset to embrace consistent daily growth. Transforming your mindset is the foundation of any lasting personal growth. It is not just about thinking positively or repeating motivational phrases. It is about fundamentally shifting how you approach each day, how you perceive challenges, and how you commit to improving yourself consistently. Growth does not happen in bursts. It happens in the quiet, steady accumulation of small changes and deliberate actions. A transformed mindset is one that accepts responsibility for outcomes, embraces learning from mistakes, and focuses on the long-term development of character and capability. Understanding this is essential because without a mindset designed for consistent improvement, even the best plans, strategies, and intentions will falter over time. The first step in transforming your mindset is becoming aware of the thoughts and beliefs that currently govern your behavior. Most people operate on autopilot, responding to life according to habitual patterns rather than conscious choice. These patterns are often a mix of conditioning, fear, and convenience. If you want to grow daily, you must start by observing your inner dialogue and questioning whether it serves your goals or limits them. Take time to notice recurring thoughts that make you hesitate, doubt yourself, or settle for less than you are capable of achieving. Awareness alone begins the shift because it forces you to confront the ways you may be unconsciously sabotaging your own progress. Reflection is not passive. It is an active process that allows you to take control of the most powerful tool you have, your mind. Once you are aware of your mental patterns, the next step is to actively choose the thoughts and attitudes that align with your vision of growth. This requires discipline and repetition because your mind is naturally inclined to follow familiar pathways. Consistency is more important than intensity. It is better to make a small, deliberate effort every day to adopt constructive thoughts than to engage in occasional bursts of intense motivation. Begin by creating simple, actionable practices that reinforce a growth-oriented mindset. This can be as basic as starting each morning by reminding yourself of your purpose, your values, and the improvements you want to achieve that day. Writing these intentions down and reviewing them daily strengthens your focus and keeps your mind aligned with long-term goals. Transforming your mindset also requires learning to reframe challenges and setbacks. Most people see obstacles as threats or reasons to stop trying. In contrast, a growth-oriented mindset views difficulties as opportunities for learning and skill development. Each challenge contains valuable feedback about what works, what does not, and what adjustments are necessary. When facing setbacks, avoid self-pity or blame. Instead, examine the situation objectively, identify the lesson, and take immediate action to correct course. This approach builds resilience and keeps your progress moving forward even when external circumstances are difficult or unpredictable. Over time, consistently reframing challenges trains your mind to see possibilities where others see only problems. Another crucial aspect of developing a mindset for consistent growth is managing your environment and the influences around you. Your mind is highly responsive to external stimuli, and the people, media, and surroundings you engage with can either support or undermine your progress. Surround yourself with individuals who encourage growth, challenge you to improve, and model the behaviors you aspire to develop. Limit exposure to negativity, cynicism, and distractions that pull your attention away from meaningful work. Additionally, create physical and mental spaces that facilitate focus and reflection. A clean, organized environment reduces mental clutter and reinforces discipline. These choices may seem small, but over time, they compound and reinforce the mindset needed to pursue daily improvement relentlessly. Action is the most powerful tool in transforming your mindset. Thinking differently is necessary, but without implementation, it remains theoretical. Daily growth is built on a series of deliberate actions that reinforce your commitment to improvement. Start by setting small, achievable goals that align with your long-term vision. These goals provide clarity and direction, ensuring your daily actions are purposeful. Each day, identify 1 or 2 meaningful tasks that directly contribute to your growth. Completing these tasks consistently strengthens your confidence and establishes a sense of momentum. Over time, these small actions accumulate into significant results, demonstrating the tangible power of a mindset dedicated to progress. Reflection and assessment are essential companions to action. At the end of each day, take time to review what you accomplished, what you learned, and what you could have done differently. This is not about judgment or criticism. It is about honest evaluation and adjustment. Reflecting on your daily actions reinforces learning, highlights areas for improvement, and allows you to make better choices in the future. It also builds self-awareness, which is critical for maintaining a growth-oriented mindset. Self-awareness gives you the ability to recognize when old habits or limiting beliefs are creeping back into your thinking so you can correct them before they derail progress. Consistency is the invisible engine behind lasting transformation. Growth is not measured by isolated moments of brilliance, but by the steady repetition of productive habits. This principle applies to all areas of life: learning new skills, improving physical health, developing relationships, or advancing your career. Daily effort compounds in a way that is almost imperceptible at first, but becomes undeniable over time. Understanding the power of consistency encourages patience, discipline, and the ability to focus on long-term results rather than instant gratification. A mindset oriented toward continuous improvement recognizes that every small action matters, and that persistence is more valuable than intensity. Mindset transformation also involves embracing responsibility. Taking full ownership of your life and choices is a cornerstone of personal growth. This means accepting that your circumstances are shaped primarily by your actions, decisions, and mindset rather than external events or other people. When you adopt this perspective, excuses lose their power and empowerment grows. Responsibility allows you to approach challenges strategically rather than reactively. It fosters self-discipline and encourages proactive behavior. Daily growth requires recognizing that you are the primary architect of your life, and that sustained effort, guided by intention, is the mechanism for creating meaningful change. A transformed mindset is also grounded in clarity of purpose. Growth without direction is unfocused and often leads to burnout or frustration. Knowing why you want to improve, what you hope to achieve, and what kind of person you want to become provides a framework for decision-making and prioritization. Each day, remind yourself of your purpose and align your actions with it. Purpose is the internal compass that keeps your efforts consistent even when motivation fluctuates. Clarity of purpose strengthens determination, fuels resilience, and transforms effort into progress. Emotional regulation is another critical component of a mindset focused on daily growth. Emotions influence decisions, behavior, and long-term outcomes. A person who allows frustration, fear, or impatience to dictate actions is unlikely to maintain consistent progress. Learning to observe emotions without being controlled by them creates mental space for rational decision, making an effective problem-solving. Daily practices such as mindful breathing, meditation, or journaling can enhance emotional awareness and strengthen self-control. A calm, disciplined mind is more capable of sustained effort and constructive responses to challenges, which reinforces consistent growth over time. Growth-oriented individuals also prioritize learning and skill development. A transformed mindset values knowledge and practical ability, recognizing that improvement is a continuous journey rather than a destination. Dedicate time each day to reading, practicing, or exploring new ideas that enhance your capabilities. Apply what you learn immediately in your daily life to reinforce understanding and create tangible progress. This habit of continuous learning keeps your mind active, adaptable, and capable of navigating an increasingly complex world. It also cultivates curiosity, creativity, and problem-solving skills, all of which are essential for achieving consistent growth. Accountability is another tool that accelerates mindset transformation. Share your goals and progress with trusted individuals who will encourage your development and hold you responsible for your commitments. Accountability increases follow-through, provides external perspective, and reinforces discipline. Whether through a mentor, coach, or supportive peer, having someone to report progress to ensures that intentions are translated into action. This external reinforcement complements your internal drive, creating a system that strengthens consistency and reduces the likelihood of regression into old patterns. Patience and self-compassion are also necessary when cultivating a mindset for consistent growth. Transformation does not occur overnight, and setbacks are inevitable. Responding to failure with harsh criticism or frustration undermines progress. Instead, treat yourself with the same patience and understanding you would offer a friend. Acknowledge effort, recognize incremental progress, and use mistakes as opportunities for learning rather than evidence of inadequacy. This approach maintains motivation and sustains long-term engagement with personal growth practices. A key principle of consistent growth is flexibility. While commitment to daily improvement is essential, rigidity can become counterproductive. Life is unpredictable and circumstances change. A mindset designed for growth accommodates adjustments without abandoning principles. Flexibility allows you to modify strategies, adapt to new information, and approach challenges creatively. This balance between discipline and adaptability ensures that consistent effort remains sustainable and effective over the long term. Integration of all these elements, awareness, deliberate thought, reframing challenges, environmental alignment, action, reflection, consistency, responsibility, purpose, emotional regulation, learning, accountability, patience, self-compassion, and flexibility, creates a mindset that naturally embraces daily growth. This mindset is not a temporary state or a product of motivation. It is a cultivated habit that governs every decision, action, and response. It becomes the lens through which you view the world, the inner voice that guides your behavior, and the engine that drives improvement day by day. Developing such a mindset transforms ordinary routines into deliberate, productive practices that build skills, character, and results over time. Practical steps to begin this transformation today include dedicating the first 30 minutes of each day to intentional reflection and planning. Write down your priorities, review your long-term goals, and identify one actionable step toward growth. Evaluate your thoughts and replace limiting beliefs with constructive alternatives. Commit to one learning activity that strengthens your skills, even if it is small. Identify potential distractions and proactively remove or reduce them. Reflect on the day at night, noting accomplishments and areas for adjustment. These practices, repeated consistently, lay the foundation for daily growth and steadily reinforce a transformed mindset. Over time, this deliberate cultivation of mindset yields tangible benefits in every aspect of life. Productivity increases because actions are guided by purpose and prioritization. Resilience strengthens because challenges are viewed as opportunities. Relationships improve because self-awareness and emotional regulation foster better communication and understanding. Knowledge and skills grow continuously, opening new possibilities for achievement and personal fulfillment. Even physical health benefits because disciplined habits and consistent routines create structure and stability. A transformed mindset aligns the mind, body, and actions towards sustained, meaningful growth. Ultimately, embracing a mindset focused on consistent daily growth is a commitment to mastering oneself. It is about choosing responsibility over blame, action over hesitation, learning over stagnation, and persistence over convenience. It is about recognizing that real change is incremental and cumulative. Each day offers a chance to make small but meaningful improvements that compound into significant transformation over time. The process requires discipline, reflection, patience, and resilience, but the rewards are immense: a life of purpose, competence, and fulfillment that is shaped by conscious choice rather than circumstance. Transforming your mindset is the single most powerful step you can take to ensure that every day in 2026 brings progress, skill, and growth that you can feel, measure, and be proud of. The mindset you cultivate now determines not just your success in 2026, but the trajectory of your life for years to come. By committing to consistent daily growth, you set the stage for achievements that are sustainable, fulfilling, and deeply meaningful. Each day is an opportunity to strengthen your mind, reinforce your habits, and move deliberately toward the life you desire. This chapter is the foundation, and it is the first step in a 365-day journey designed to transform your habits, your actions, and ultimately, yourself. A mindset oriented toward daily growth ensures that no opportunity is wasted, no lesson is ignored, and no potential is left unrealized. It is the bedrock upon which all other chapters, goals, and strategies are built, and it begins with the simple but profound choice to improve today and every day after. Chapter 2. Design a clear plan for your yearly goals. Designing a clear plan for your yearly goals is one of the most powerful actions you can take to shape the life you want. Without a roadmap, effort becomes scattered, progress slows, and momentum falters. A yearly plan is not just a list of ambitions, it is a structured guide that breaks down your vision into concrete steps that can be taken every day, week, and month. It provides clarity, purpose, and a framework for prioritization. When your goals are clearly defined, they transform from abstract ideas into tangible targets that direct your energy and decisions. The process of creating this plan is both strategic and reflective, combining your aspirations with a realistic assessment of your capabilities and resources. Begin by reflecting on the previous year. Consider what went well, where you fell short, and what patterns influenced your outcomes. Honest evaluation is critical because it identifies strengths to build on and weaknesses to address. Avoid judging yourself harshly. The goal is to gain insight and perspective. Documenting lessons learned creates a foundation for smarter planning. Identify areas of life that are most important to you, whether personal development, career growth, health, finances, or relationships. Clarity about these priorities ensures that your yearly plan aligns with what truly matters, rather than reacting to external pressures or fleeting interests. Once your priorities are clear, articulate specific goals for each area. Vague intentions like wanting to get healthier or earn more money lack focus and measurable outcomes. Instead, define precise objectives that can be tracked. For example, committing to exercise 4 times a week or increasing income by a set percentage provides tangible benchmarks. Clarity and specificity allow you to monitor progress, make adjustments, and maintain accountability. Goals should challenge you without being unrealistic. Striking this balance ensures that your plan inspires action rather than discouraging effort. Each goal should be meaningful, motivating you to persist even when obstacles arise. Breaking down yearly goals into smaller, actionable steps is essential for consistent progress. Large goals can feel overwhelming if approached all at once. Dividing them into monthly, weekly, and daily tasks creates a manageable framework that keeps you on track. Each smaller task should contribute directly to your larger objective, creating a chain of actions that gradually leads to achievement. This structure prevents procrastination, reduces stress, and allows progress to accumulate steadily. Completing smaller milestones also provides regular reinforcement, boosting confidence and maintaining momentum throughout the year. Time management is a critical element in executing a yearly plan. Identify the periods in the day, week, and month when you are most productive and dedicate those times to tasks that drive your key goals. Avoid filling these prime periods with low-value activities or distractions. A clear understanding of your schedule and energy patterns ensures that the most important actions receive consistent attention. Daily routines should be designed to reinforce your plan, creating habits that automatically advance your goals without requiring constant deliberation. Consistency is far more effective than sporadic bursts of effort. Visualizing the end result of each goal strengthens commitment and clarity. Spend time imagining the tangible outcomes of your efforts. Picture yourself completing objectives, enjoying the benefits and experiencing the sense of accomplishment. This practice helps maintain focus and reinforces motivation. Visualization acts as a mental rehearsal, preparing you to respond effectively to challenges and sustaining your determination when progress feels slow. Aligning your mind with the outcomes you desire increases the likelihood of disciplined action and persistent effort. Anticipating obstacles and developing contingency strategies is another crucial aspect of planning. Life is unpredictable and challenges will arise. Thinking ahead about potential difficulties, whether logistical, emotional, or resource-based, allows you to respond proactively rather than reactively. This planning prevents setbacks from derailing progress and maintains your confidence and control. Consider the worst-case scenarios for each goal and outline clear steps for overcoming them. Developing resilience in advance reduces anxiety and ensures that obstacles serve as opportunities for problem-solving rather than reasons to abandon your plan. Regular monitoring and evaluation of progress is critical to maintaining momentum. Establish consistent checkpoints to review achievements, identify areas for adjustment, and celebrate successes. Monthly or quarterly reviews allow you to assess whether your goals remain realistic, relevant, and aligned with your priorities. They also create opportunities to identify emerging opportunities and adapt your plan to changing circumstances. Tracking progress objectively reinforces accountability and keeps your efforts aligned with long-term outcomes, ensuring that no day or week passes without contributing to your overarching vision. Maintaining focus on the most impactful actions requires disciplined prioritization. Not all tasks carry equal weight, and identifying high-value actions ensures that your energy is spent efficiently. Apply criteria to distinguish between urgent, important, and low-value activities. Focus primarily on actions that directly influence your key goals and eliminate or delegate distractions. Developing this sense of priority reduces wasted effort and accelerates results. Every choice about how to spend your time should be guided by alignment with your yearly objectives. A yearly plan should also integrate personal development alongside tangible achievements. Growth is holistic, encompassing skills, mindset, relationships, and health. Include goals that expand your knowledge, strengthen emotional intelligence, and improve resilience. Devote time to learning new skills, cultivating meaningful connections, and nurturing physical and mental well-being. Incorporating development-oriented goals ensures that your progress is sustainable and that achievements are accompanied by growth in capability, confidence, and character. Writing down your plan in a tangible format enhances clarity and commitment. Whether in a journal, planner, or digital tool, documenting your objectives, milestones, and daily actions creates a reference point to guide your efforts. A written plan reinforces accountability and allows you to revisit priorities when distractions or challenges emerge. Each entry should include specific actions, deadlines, and measurable outcomes, creating a practical framework for execution. Reviewing and updating this document regularly ensures that it evolves with your progress and remains relevant. Accountability partners can significantly enhance the effectiveness of your yearly plan. Sharing goals with trusted individuals creates external reinforcement, encouragement, and honest feedback. Accountability increases follow-through, reduces procrastination, and provides perspective when progress stalls. Choose partners who are supportive, honest, and aligned with your growth-oriented mindset. Regularly discussing achievements, challenges, and adjustments strengthens motivation and ensures sustained commitment throughout the year. Maintaining motivation requires intentional reinforcement of purpose. Connect each goal and action to a deeper reason or long-term vision. Understanding why each objective matters keeps effort consistent even when immediate results are not visible. Motivation is sustained through alignment with values, meaningful outcomes, and personal fulfillment rather than fleeting inspiration. Revisiting your why frequently reinforces determination and anchors actions to what is truly important. Balancing ambition with realistic expectations prevents burnout and discouragement. Pursuing multiple goals simultaneously is effective only if effort is managed strategically. Assess capacity, resources, and energy levels before committing to each objective. Allocate attention proportionally and adjust intensity as necessary. Realistic planning ensures steady progress without sacrificing well-being or creating frustration. Sustainable effort compounds over time, producing consistent results far beyond short-lived bursts of overexertion. Incorporating flexibility into your yearly plan allows adaptation without losing focus. Life circumstances change, and goals may need refinement. Evaluate and modify objectives as necessary while keeping the overall direction intact. Flexibility prevents stagnation, encourages creative problem-solving, and allows you to respond constructively to unforeseen challenges. A plan that is too rigid is likely to collapse under pressure, whereas a flexible plan maintains continuity, resilience, and momentum. Visualization of the completed yearly plan strengthens focus, accountability, and commitment. Imagine the actions you will take each day, week, and month, and how they align to achieve your objectives. Picture potential obstacles and how you will navigate them successfully. This mental rehearsal prepares you to act decisively and maintain confidence under pressure. A clear mental image of the entire year fosters a sense of control and enhances execution. Every action in your plan should have a measurable outcome. Without metrics, progress is difficult to assess, and effort can be wasted. Define specific indicators of success for each goal. Measure achievements quantitatively when possible, such as numbers, milestones, or tangible results. Qualitative indicators can complement these measurements, reflecting personal growth, skill improvement, or emotional development. Objective tracking maintains focus and provides clarity on what requires adjustment or reinforcement. Daily review of actions reinforces accountability and embeds the plan into habit. Spend a few minutes each evening evaluating what was accomplished, what worked, and what needs refinement. This creates a continuous feedback loop that strengthens discipline, identifies obstacles early, and promotes consistent advancement. Integrating review into your routine ensures that momentum is maintained and prevents stagnation over time. Celebrating milestones reinforces motivation and strengthens commitment. Recognition of progress, no matter how small, fuels determination and encourages persistence. Rewarding effort acknowledges consistency and fosters a positive association with goal-directed behavior. Celebrating achievements also provides opportunities for reflection and gratitude, reinforcing the mindset required for continued growth and progress. Finally, designing a clear plan for your yearly goals is an investment in your future self. It provides clarity, structure, and direction that transform abstract ambitions into actionable steps. Each day becomes purposeful, each challenge an opportunity, and each success a measurable step toward long-term objectives. A well-designed plan turns intention into action, chaos into focus, and uncertainty into deliberate progress. It is the foundation upon which all other achievements are built, ensuring that every day in 2026 contributes meaningfully to growth, fulfillment, and the life you desire. Chapter 30. Prioritize your tasks to focus on what matters. Prioritizing your tasks is the key to ensuring that your energy and focus are directed toward actions that truly drive results. Many people spend their days reacting to whatever demands attention, moving from one task to another without clarity or purpose. This approach leads to exhaustion, scattered effort, and minimal progress toward meaningful goals. Focusing on what matters requires deliberate choices about where to invest your time, energy, and attention. It is about distinguishing between activities that create significant impact and those that are merely distractions or low-value obligations. Developing this ability is essential for maintaining consistency, achieving goals efficiently, and cultivating a sense of control over your life. The first step in prioritization is identifying tasks that have the greatest influence on your long-term objectives. Not every action contributes equally to your growth or success. Some activities produce immediate, measurable results, while others consume time without meaningful returns. Evaluate each task based on its potential impact and alignment with your most important goals. High-priority tasks are those that directly advance your objectives, improve skills, or strengthen key relationships. Low-priority tasks may feel urgent, but often serve convenience, habit, or external expectations rather than personal progress. Recognizing this difference allows you to focus on what truly matters rather than being consumed by business. Once you have identified high-value tasks, it is crucial to organize them in a systematic way. Create a daily or weekly structure that emphasizes these priorities. Assign specific time blocks to focus on them without interruption, ensuring that the most important work receives consistent attention. Avoid the temptation to multitask, as splitting attention reduces effectiveness and slows progress. Concentrated effort on critical tasks produces better outcomes in less time and reduces mental fatigue. Structuring your day around priority actions transforms productivity from a reactive process into a deliberate strategy that produces tangible results. Setting limits on tasks that do not contribute to meaningful outcomes is equally important. Time and energy are finite resources, and allowing low-value tasks to dominate your schedule diminishes progress. Learn to say no to activities, requests, or commitments that do not align with your goals. This may require difficult conversations or letting go of familiar routines, but the freedom it creates enables focused effort on what is truly important. Boundaries are not restrictive, they are empowering because they allow you to direct attention toward tasks that generate real growth and satisfaction. Breaking tasks into actionable steps enhances focus and clarity. Large projects or goals can feel overwhelming and lead to procrastination if approached without a clear plan. Divide each task into manageable components that can be executed daily or weekly. Each step should have a specific outcome and contribute directly to the overall objective. This approach makes progress measurable, reduces stress, and provides frequent reinforcement through accomplishment. Regularly reviewing these smaller steps ensures that effort remains aligned with priorities and prevents drift toward less impactful activities. Understanding the concept of urgency versus importance is essential in prioritization. Urgent tasks demand immediate attention, but are not always important for long-term objectives. Important tasks contribute significantly to growth, development, or success, but may not require immediate action. Learning to distinguish between these categories allows you to allocate resources effectively. Focus primarily on important tasks while addressing urgent matters efficiently without letting them overshadow the work that truly matters. This balance prevents distraction and ensures that daily actions support meaningful outcomes rather than simply reacting to external pressures. Prioritization also involves continuous evaluation of tasks and goals. Circumstances change, new opportunities arise, and some actions may lose relevance over time. Regularly assess your activities to determine if they remain aligned with your objectives. Remove or delegate tasks that no longer serve your purpose and adjust priorities to reflect evolving goals. Flexibility in prioritization ensures that effort is consistently directed toward the most impactful actions, maximizing both productivity and personal growth. Time management techniques support effective prioritization. Tools such as task lists, calendars, or digital planning systems provide structure and clarity. Organize tasks based on deadlines, impact, and required effort. Allocate focused periods for high-priority work and minimize distractions during these times. Review and update your system regularly to maintain accuracy and relevance. These practices create a disciplined framework that reinforces prioritization, reduces overwhelm, and ensures that important tasks are consistently completed. Creating a daily routine that highlights priority actions reinforces focus. Begin each day by identifying the 3 most critical tasks that will advance your goals. Complete these tasks before attending to less important activities. This approach establishes momentum, ensures progress on essential objectives, and builds confidence through consistent achievement. Structuring your day in this way reduces decision fatigue, prevents procrastination, and strengthens the habit of prioritization over time. Delegation is another powerful tool for maintaining focus on what matters. Recognize tasks that can be handled by others, particularly those that are low value or outside your area of expertise. Delegating effectively frees time and mental capacity for activities that require your unique skills and attention. It also enhances overall efficiency by ensuring that tasks are completed by those best suited to perform them. Delegation is not a sign of weakness. It is a strategic choice that amplifies impact and reinforces focus on high-priority work. Maintaining awareness of time and energy levels enhances prioritization. Your ability to perform tasks efficiently varies throughout the day, and aligning high-value activities with periods of peak focus increases productivity. Reserve demanding tasks for times when concentration is highest and schedule routine or lower priority work during less optimal periods. Understanding your natural rhythms allows for smarter allocation of effort, reduces fatigue, and maximizes output without compromising quality. Tracking progress reinforces prioritization and maintains motivation. Regularly review which tasks have been completed, evaluate the results, and adjust the plan as needed. Document accomplishments and identify areas requiring additional focus. Seeing consistent progress builds momentum, provides a sense of achievement, and strengthens commitment to ongoing improvement. Measurement creates accountability and ensures that effort remains aligned with priorities rather than drifting toward non-essential activities. Clarity of purpose is essential when determining task importance. Understand the broader context of your goals and the outcomes you seek. Tasks that align with your purpose naturally rise in priority, while those that do not can be minimized or eliminated. Purpose-driven prioritization creates motivation, reduces wasted effort, and reinforces a sense of direction. When each action is clearly linked to a meaningful outcome, productivity becomes both efficient and fulfilling. Eliminating distractions is integral to sustaining focus on priority tasks. Modern life is filled with interruptions that fragment attention and reduce efficiency. Identify common sources of distraction, including digital notifications, unnecessary meetings, or habitual interruptions, and implement strategies to minimize them. Creating focused work periods, limiting multitasking, and controlling your environment enhances your ability to complete high-priority work consistently. Attention is a limited resource, and protecting it is essential for meaningful progress. Developing discipline strengthens the ability to maintain focus on what matters. Discipline is the muscle that enables consistent action despite temptation, fatigue, or discomfort. Cultivate discipline through structured routines, accountability measures, and incremental challenges that stretch your capacity for sustained effort. A disciplined approach ensures that high-priority tasks are completed reliably, reinforcing momentum and fostering long-term results. Understanding opportunity cost supports effective prioritization. Every task you choose to perform consumes time and energy that could be spent elsewhere. Evaluate the potential benefits of each activity relative to alternatives, ensuring that resources are directed toward actions with the highest value. Awareness of opportunity cost strengthens decision-making, reduces wasted effort, and reinforces strategic alignment with long-term objectives. Every choice becomes deliberate rather than reactive, preserving focus on what truly matters. Integrating reflection into daily and weekly routines enhances prioritization. Assess what worked, what did not, and why certain tasks consumed more resources than expected. Use these insights to adjust priorities, refine workflows, and eliminate unnecessary effort. Continuous reflection ensures that prioritization is dynamic, adaptive, and effective, preventing stagnation and promoting consistent progress toward meaningful objectives. Balancing long-term and short-term priorities is essential. Some tasks contribute directly to immediate results, while others build foundations for future success. Identify which actions are critical for maintaining momentum now and which investments prepare for long-term growth. Allocate resources strategically to address both dimensions, ensuring that daily effort contributes meaningfully to current outcomes while also supporting future goals. This balance prevents neglect of foundational work while maintaining progress on immediate priorities. Consistent application of these principles transforms daily decision-making into purposeful action. Every choice about what to do, how to allocate energy, and where to focus attention becomes informed by clarity, purpose, and measurable impact. Prioritization becomes habitual, reducing wasted effort and increasing the effectiveness of every day. The cumulative effect of this disciplined approach is substantial goals are achieved more efficiently, confidence grows, and a sense of control over life is reinforced. Prioritizing tasks to focus on what matters is not a one-time exercise. It is an ongoing practice of evaluation, adjustment, and disciplined execution. It requires awareness of personal goals, clarity about desired outcomes, and a willingness to consistently choose effort over convenience. When implemented thoughtfully, prioritization transforms scattered effort into deliberate action, ensuring that every day is productive, aligned, and impactful. Mastery of this skill is foundational for achieving your 2026 goals and sustaining personal growth in the years to come. Chapter 40. Develop morning routines that boost energy and focus. Starting the day with a purposeful morning routine is one of the most effective ways to set the tone for energy, focus, and productivity. How the morning begins often dictates the quality of the entire day. People who achieve consistent results understand the importance of structuring their early hours to reinforce clarity, discipline, and momentum. A morning routine is not a rigid set of rules, but a deliberate sequence of actions that prepare the mind, body, and spirit to perform optimally. It is the foundation upon which daily productivity, emotional stability, and long-term growth are built. Without intentional practices in the morning, even the best strategies, plans, and goals can struggle to gain traction because the day starts in reaction rather than intention. The first element of an effective morning routine is waking at a consistent time. Regularity in sleep patterns improves physical health, cognitive function, and mood stability. Rising at the same time each day establishes a rhythm that enhances alertness and reduces grogginess. Early hours offer the advantage of quiet and minimal distractions, creating an ideal environment for focus. Discipline in rising on time reinforces self-control and establishes a psychological framework that primes you for action. It signals a commitment to your goals and creates momentum before external demands begin to shape your day. Hydration is a critical component of morning preparation. Overnight, the body becomes naturally dehydrated, and replenishing fluids immediately after waking jumpstarts metabolism, supports brain function, and improves energy levels. Drinking water before coffee or other stimulants ensures optimal hydration and reduces fatigue. This simple habit also enhances digestion and prepares the body to process food and nutrients efficiently. Starting the day with intentional attention to physical needs establishes a foundation of self-care that supports sustained energy and focus throughout the morning. Movement is another essential practice for morning energy. Engaging in physical activity, even briefly, stimulates circulation, oxygenates the brain, and releases endorphins that elevate mood. Exercise does not need to be intense. Stretching, yoga, a short walk, or a quick bodyweight routine can significantly enhance alertness and mental clarity. Consistent morning movement reinforces discipline and primes the body for productivity. It also reduces tension and prepares the mind for focused work, making subsequent tasks more manageable and less stressful. Incorporating mindfulness practices into the morning strengthens focus and emotional control. Meditation, deep breathing exercises, or journaling can center the mind, reduce stress, and promote intentionality. These practices cultivate self-awareness and create a mental environment conducive to clear thinking and effective decision-making. Mindfulness in the morning provides a pause before external pressures demand attention, allowing priorities to be set deliberately rather than reactively. Even a few minutes of focused reflection or breathing can produce measurable improvements in mental clarity and emotional stability for the rest of the day. Planning the day is a critical morning habit that drives productivity. Reviewing priorities, identifying key tasks, and organizing the schedule ensures that focus is directed toward actions with the highest impact. Writing down intentions clarifies objectives, reinforces commitment, and reduces decision fatigue throughout the day. This step transforms a vague list of responsibilities into a concrete, actionable plan that guides energy and attention. A clear daily plan enhances time management and ensures that the morning momentum translates into meaningful accomplishments. Nutrition in the morning directly affects energy and focus. A balanced breakfast that includes protein, complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats provides sustained fuel for cognitive and physical performance. Avoiding excessive sugar or processed foods prevents energy crashes and maintains steady concentration. Preparing a mindful, nutrient-rich meal reinforces the connection between physical health and mental performance. This habit not only supports immediate energy needs but also strengthens long-term wellness and the capacity to maintain productivity throughout the day. Limiting early exposure to distractions is essential. The first moments after waking are particularly influential, and checking emails, social media, or messages can fragment attention and induce stress. Instead, focus on routines that nourish body and mind before engaging with external demands. Protecting morning hours allows for intentional preparation, enhancing efficiency and focus when work begins. Prioritizing self-directed actions over reactive responses creates a foundation for disciplined, high-performance days. Incorporating a motivational or educational component into the morning routine enhances mindset and knowledge. Listening to a podcast, reading a book, or reviewing affirmations provides mental stimulation, reinforces purpose, and aligns the mind with goals. These practices establish a learning and growth-oriented mindset early in the day, making it easier to approach challenges and opportunities proactively. Consistent exposure to inspiring or informative content conditions the brain for continuous improvement and strengthens commitment to long-term objectives. Time management within the morning routine ensures that each habit receives adequate attention without overwhelming the schedule. Allocate specific durations for movement, mindfulness, planning, and nutrition, creating a balanced and manageable routine. This prevents rushing or neglecting critical activities while maintaining structure and predictability. Efficient use of morning hours maximizes output, reinforces discipline, and reduces stress, creating a psychological advantage that lasts throughout the day. Reviewing goals as part of the morning routine reinforces purpose and motivation. Reflect on short-term objectives and long-term aspirations, reminding yourself why each task matters. This connection between daily actions and overarching goals strengthens commitment, prioritization, and focus. Starting the day with intention ensures that efforts are aligned with desired outcomes, creating consistency and measurable progress over time. Incorporating brief periods of visualization strengthens energy and focus. Mentally rehearsing key tasks, outcomes, and interactions prepares the brain for success and enhances confidence. Visualization creates clarity about expectations, anticipates challenges, and primes problem-solving skills. This cognitive rehearsal improves performance and reduces stress by creating a sense of readiness. It reinforces a proactive approach and enhances resilience against unforeseen obstacles throughout the day. Consistency is the most critical factor in developing an effective morning routine. The benefits of early habits compound over time, creating long-term improvements in focus, productivity, and well-being. A routine repeated daily trains the mind and body to operate efficiently, reduces resistance to effort, and fosters automaticity. Even brief, intentional practices accumulate into significant advantages, ensuring that each day starts with clarity, energy, and purpose. Adapting the routine to personal needs ensures sustainability. Each individual has unique energy patterns, responsibilities, and preferences. Customize the sequence, timing, and intensity of activities to match your lifestyle, strengths, and goals. Flexibility within a structured framework allows consistency to be maintained without creating stress or resistance. A routine that fits naturally into life is more likely to be sustained, producing lasting benefits in energy, focus, and performance. Journaling as part of the morning enhances clarity, accountability, and self-awareness. Documenting intentions, priorities, and reflections creates a tangible record that guides behavior and monitors progress. Journaling allows for honest assessment of mindset, emotions, and objectives, reinforcing deliberate action. It also serves as a motivational tool, reminding you of achievements and lessons learned, which strengthens focus and commitment for the day ahead. Incorporating short periods of creative activity stimulates cognitive flexibility and problem-solving ability. Activities such as brainstorming, sketching, or idea generation expand mental capacity, foster innovation, and prepare the mind for complex tasks. Engaging creativity in the morning enhances both productivity and adaptability, equipping you to approach challenges with clarity and confidence. This aspect complements analytical and goal-directed habits, ensuring a well-rounded, high-functioning start to the day. Limiting decision fatigue in the morning is essential for sustained focus. Automate or simplify routine choices, such as clothing, meals, or minor tasks, to conserve mental energy for higher priority activities. Reducing trivial decisions frees cognitive resources for strategic thinking, problem-solving, and meaningful action. A streamlined morning minimizes stress, enhances efficiency, and preserves clarity for the tasks that truly matter. Accountability mechanisms within the morning routine strengthen discipline. Tracking adherence to habits, sharing intentions with a trusted individual, or maintaining a visible checklist reinforces commitment and consistency. External and internal accountability ensures that routines are executed reliably, creating momentum that carries into the rest of the day. Regular review of morning practices also allows refinement and adaptation, maintaining relevance and effectiveness over time. Concluding the morning with a deliberate transition into the day's priorities maximizes focus and energy. Move from preparation into action intentionally, carrying the clarity, motivation, and alertness cultivated during the routine. Begin with the most important task or project, ensuring that peak energy and focus are applied to high-value activities. This sequence reinforces the connection between preparation and productivity, creating a rhythm that sustains performance throughout the day. A well-structured morning routine provides more than temporary alertness or superficial energy. It establishes a foundation for discipline, focus, and consistent achievement. Each element, from wake-up time to physical movement, mindfulness, nutrition, planning, and visualization, contributes to a system that prepares both mind and body for optimal performance. When executed consistently, the morning routine becomes a reliable mechanism for maximizing productivity, maintaining mental clarity, and sustaining long-term growth. Daily implementation strengthens habits, reinforces priorities, and creates measurable progress in all areas of life. Mastery of the morning is mastery of the day, and structured mornings set the stage for ongoing success, resilience, and personal development in every endeavor. Chapter 5: Eliminate distractions to strengthen your productivity every day. Distractions are the greatest obstacle to achieving meaningful progress. They fragment attention, drain energy, and prevent consistent action. Every day, small interruptions accumulate, leaving you feeling busy but accomplishing very little. Eliminating distractions is not about creating a perfect environment. It is about developing awareness, discipline, and strategies that allow focus to remain on high-value actions. Productivity does not come from working harder, but from directing attention where it matters most. Learning to remove or manage distractions ensures that effort translates into measurable outcomes and consistent forward movement. The ability to focus sharply is a skill that can be cultivated, strengthened, and refined over time. The first step in eliminating distractions is identifying them clearly. Not all interruptions are obvious. Some come in the form of notifications, social media, or unnecessary meetings. Others are mental, like worry, planning unrelated tasks, or random thoughts. Observing which distractions repeatedly derail focus creates a foundation for action. Keeping a record of interruptions during the day can reveal patterns that are otherwise invisible. Once identified, each distraction can be addressed specifically rather than generically. This awareness transforms vague frustration into actionable insight. Physical environment plays a significant role in focus. Cluttered workspaces, excessive noise, or even inappropriate lighting can sap attention. Designing a workspace for concentration involves reducing visual and auditory interruptions and arranging tools and materials so they are easily accessible. Minimizing clutter clears mental space and allows ideas and attention to flow freely. Controlling the environment is not about perfection, but creating conditions that support deliberate work. Simple adjustments, such as organizing supplies, positioning furniture for comfort, and limiting visual distractions, contribute to higher productivity and mental clarity. Technology is one of the most pervasive sources of distraction. Phones, computers, and digital notifications constantly compete for attention. Controlling these interruptions requires intentional strategies. Turning off non-essential notifications, using apps that block social media during focused periods, and scheduling email checks at specific times allow uninterrupted work sessions. Each device should serve your goals rather than dictate your focus. Mastery over digital tools strengthens discipline, conserves mental energy, and prevents attention from being hijacked by low-value stimuli. Time management techniques complement distraction elimination. Breaking work into focused intervals, such as using the Pomodoro method, reinforces sustained attention and reduces mental fatigue. Short breaks allow the mind to recharge without drifting into non-productive activities. Scheduling high-priority tasks during periods of peak alertness ensures that distractions have minimal impact on critical work. Structured time blocks, combined with conscious removal of interruptions, create an environment where productivity is maximized and progress is measurable. Internal distractions, such as wandering thoughts or emotional reactions, require awareness and management. Mindfulness techniques help observe these distractions without reacting to them. Practices such as deep breathing, brief meditation, or journaling strengthen attention and reduce susceptibility to mental wandering. Developing the ability to redirect thought patterns builds resilience against internal interruptions and reinforces sustained concentration on meaningful tasks. Mental discipline is as important as environmental control in maintaining high productivity. Batching similar tasks reduces decision fatigue and prevents constant task switching, which can fragment attention. Grouping similar activities together allows the mind to remain engaged in a consistent mode of thinking, improving efficiency and reducing wasted energy. Task batching ensures that focus remains on productive work rather than repeatedly adjusting to new contexts or distractions. It streamlines workflow and creates a sense of rhythm that enhances overall effectiveness throughout the day. Clear boundaries with others are essential for protecting focus. Communicating availability and setting limits prevents interruptions from colleagues, friends, or family during critical work periods. Respect for your attention is reinforced when others understand your priorities, and this creates a supportive environment for achieving goals. Establishing these boundaries requires assertiveness and consistency, but the payoff is significant. Focused work sessions become predictable, uninterrupted, and more productive when external expectations are managed effectively. Preparation is key to preventing distractions from derailing progress. Planning the day, identifying priorities, and organizing necessary materials in advance reduces opportunities for interruption. Knowing what tasks require attention and having resources readily available minimizes delays and keeps work flowing smoothly. When every step is anticipated and organized, distractions lose their power to interrupt progress, and mental energy is preserved for high-value activities. Reducing multitasking is essential for sustaining concentration. Attempting to manage multiple tasks simultaneously decreases efficiency, increases error rates, and fragments attention. Focus on completing one task at a time with full engagement. This approach ensures higher quality outcomes and faster completion of work. Sequential attention reinforces the habit of concentration and strengthens cognitive stamina, making it easier to resist distractions and maintain consistent progress over extended periods. Motivation and clarity enhance the ability to resist distractions. When the purpose and expected outcomes of tasks are clear, it is easier to stay committed and avoid unnecessary interruptions. Reviewing goals, visualizing success, and understanding why each task matters reinforces focus. Motivation acts as a buffer against external and internal distractions, providing the mental energy to remain attentive even when faced with temptations or obstacles. Regular reflection on productivity patterns strengthens the ability to identify and eliminate distractions. Evaluating what interrupted focus, when, and why allows for adjustment of routines and strategies. Over time, these reflections highlight recurring challenges and enable proactive prevention rather than reactive correction. Continuous learning from experience enhances efficiency, maintains consistent attention, and ensures that effort is always aligned with meaningful objectives. Accountability mechanisms reinforce sustained focus. Sharing objectives with a mentor, colleague, or trusted individual creates external support for distraction management. Regularly reporting progress ensures that tasks remain a priority, and feedback reinforces discipline. Accountability amplifies self-control and strengthens commitment to eliminating distractions consistently over time. Energy management complements attention control. Physical fatigue, hunger, or low hydration levels increase susceptibility to distraction. Maintaining optimal energy through sleep, nutrition, and regular movement ensures that focus can be maintained for longer periods. A well-managed body supports a well-managed mind, making it easier to concentrate on priority tasks and resist interruptions. Intentional breaks prevent mental fatigue from turning into distraction. Periodic pauses allow the brain to recharge, reducing the tendency to drift toward non-productive activities. Breaks should be structured and purposeful, offering rest without derailing focus. Incorporating strategic recovery periods maintains high levels of concentration, ensuring that effort remains sustainable throughout the day. Eliminating distractions requires adaptability. Different environments, tasks, and circumstances introduce unique interruptions. Being flexible while applying consistent principles ensures that focus is maintained regardless of context. The ability to adjust strategies without compromising attention strengthens resilience and ensures that productivity is reliable and sustained across diverse conditions. Celebrating achievements reinforces the discipline needed to avoid distractions. Acknowledging completed tasks provides a sense of accomplishment and motivation to maintain focus on subsequent activities. Positive reinforcement strengthens the connection between concentration and results, making it easier to resist future interruptions. Each success becomes a building block for consistent, high-quality productivity. Prioritizing high-value tasks within distraction-free periods amplifies results. Focused effort on activities that matter most accelerates progress, maximizes output, and produces tangible outcomes. By intentionally structuring work around importance and attention, time is converted into meaningful accomplishment rather than scattered effort. The combination of clarity, discipline, and controlled environment ensures that each day is productive and aligned with larger goals. Eliminating distractions is not a one-time action, but a continuous practice. Awareness, discipline, and proactive management must be applied consistently to preserve focus and efficiency. Over time, these habits compound, creating a mental and environmental framework that supports sustained attention, accelerates growth, and strengthens the ability to achieve meaningful objectives. Every action taken with deliberate focus contributes to progress, reinforcing the power of concentrated effort and disciplined attention. Mastering focus transforms how each day is experienced. Tasks are completed efficiently, energy is preserved, and accomplishments accumulate steadily. Distractions lose their power, and attention becomes a controlled resource applied to what truly matters. The ability to concentrate deeply is a skill that compounds results, enhances satisfaction, and creates a foundation for long-term success. Eliminating distractions daily ensures that productivity is intentional, sustainable, and consistently aligned with your goals. Chapter 6: Build habits that support long-term personal success. Building habits that support long-term personal success is the cornerstone of meaningful and sustainable growth. Success is rarely the result of sporadic effort or bursts of motivation. It is the product of consistent actions repeated over time. Habits create structure, automate decisions, and align daily behavior with long-term goals. Without deliberate habit formation, even the clearest plans and strongest intentions can falter because progress depends on consistency. Developing habits that reinforce personal growth allows effort to compound, turning small daily actions into significant achievements over months and years. The key lies in understanding how habits form, maintaining discipline, and designing routines that naturally support your aspirations. The first step in building supportive habits is to identify the behaviors that directly contribute to your long-term objectives. These habits should reinforce skills, mindset, and productivity rather than simply filling time. Each habit must have a clear purpose and measurable outcome. For example, reading for 20 minutes each day develops knowledge, journaling enhances self-awareness, and exercising regularly strengthens both body and mind. Purposeful habits replace randomness with intention, ensuring that every action advances your growth rather than merely occupying time. Understanding the why behind each habit strengthens commitment and motivates adherence, even when effort feels challenging. Consistency is more important than intensity when building lasting habits. Small, manageable actions performed regularly create stronger results than occasional extreme efforts. The brain responds to repetition, gradually internalizing behaviors until they become automatic. Start with habits that are achievable and can be maintained daily. Incrementally increase intensity or complexity once the behavior is established. This approach prevents burnout, reduces resistance, and allows momentum to accumulate naturally. Reliable repetition is the mechanism through which habits transform from conscious effort into unconscious routine. Trigger and cue design enhances habit formation. Each habit should be paired with a specific signal that reminds and motivates action. This can be a time of day, an existing routine, or a particular location that prompts execution. For instance, placing a journal on your bedside table can trigger morning reflection, or scheduling exercise immediately after waking establishes a consistent association. Cues reduce reliance on willpower and help the habit integrate seamlessly into daily life. Clear triggers create predictability, which strengthens the likelihood of adherence over time. Tracking progress reinforces habit formation. Keeping a log, checklist, or digital tracker creates accountability and provides tangible evidence of consistency. Visual records of streaks or completed actions reinforce motivation and make progress visible. Tracking also allows for adjustment, identifying patterns that hinder habit formation and providing insight into how to refine routines. Without monitoring, it is easy for habits to lapse unnoticed. Measurement transforms abstract intentions into concrete actions and strengthens discipline. Pairing new habits with existing routines increases effectiveness. Habits are easier to maintain when they are anchored to behaviors already performed consistently. For example, practicing gratitude immediately after brushing teeth or reviewing goals after morning coffee leverages existing structure. Habit stacking reduces mental effort and strengthens consistency by linking desired actions to familiar cues. This method simplifies adoption and ensures that new behaviors are sustained over time. Eliminating obstacles is critical to habit success. Identify potential barriers that could prevent consistent execution, whether environmental, social, or psychological. Remove friction wherever possible. For instance, laying out exercise clothes the night before, preparing meals in advance, or minimizing distractions improves the likelihood of completion. Anticipating challenges allows habits to persist despite changing circumstances. Simplifying access and reducing resistance reinforces automaticity and preserves energy for effort that matters. Motivation fluctuates, but habits persist through discipline and structure. Relying solely on willpower or inspiration is insufficient because external and internal conditions vary daily. Embedding habits into routines ensures they are executed even when enthusiasm wanes. Over time, consistent repetition transforms behavior into default action, reducing dependence on fluctuating motivation. Discipline acts as the scaffolding that supports habit formation until consistency is fully internalized. Rewarding progress strengthens habit retention. Positive reinforcement encourages repetition by linking actions to beneficial outcomes. Rewards can be intrinsic, such as a sense of achievement, or extrinsic, like a small treat or break. Recognizing improvement reinforces the behavior loop, making it more likely that the habit will continue. Celebrating milestones provides encouragement and cultivates a positive association with growth-oriented behavior, increasing sustainability. Mindset influences the ability to establish habits. Viewing habits as tools for growth rather than obligations increases commitment and reduces resistance. A growth-oriented mindset frames challenges as opportunities to strengthen discipline and resilience. When setbacks occur, seeing them as temporary and correctable rather than failures ensures that habits are resumed rather than abandoned. Mental framing is crucial for maintaining long-term adherence and cultivating resilience in habit development. Gradual integration prevents overwhelm and increases sustainability. Attempting to adopt too many habits simultaneously often leads to failure. Focus on a few high-impact behaviors, establishing them fully before adding new ones. This incremental approach allows for refinement, adjustment, and stronger consolidation of each habit. Mastery of a small set of powerful habits provides a foundation for scaling long-term personal success without creating unnecessary stress or fatigue. Reflection and evaluation reinforce habit alignment with long-term goals. Regularly assess which habits are producing desired outcomes and which may require adjustment. Evaluate consistency, effectiveness, and alignment with priorities. Reflection ensures that habits remain purposeful and prevents the continuation of behaviors that no longer serve growth. Continuous evaluation strengthens self-awareness and optimizes habit strategies, creating a feedback loop that enhances effectiveness over time. Accountability mechanisms improve habit adherence. Sharing progress with a mentor, coach, or peer creates external reinforcement that encourages consistency. Regular check-ins provide perspective, constructive feedback, and motivation to maintain momentum. External accountability complements internal discipline, strengthening the likelihood that habits are executed consistently and aligned with long-term objectives. Focusing on keystone habits amplifies impact. Some habits have a disproportionate effect on multiple areas of life. For example, consistent exercise improves health, energy, and mental clarity, while disciplined reading enhances knowledge, decision-making, and perspective. Prioritize habits that produce compounding benefits, multiplying the effect of daily effort. Keystone behaviors create a foundation for other supportive actions, accelerating growth and reinforcing overall success. Environment shapes habit sustainability. Surround yourself with people, tools, and conditions that support desired behaviors. Social support, resource availability, and contextual cues all influence adherence. Designing surroundings that reinforce habits reduces reliance on willpower and makes consistency more achievable. Aligning the environment with goals creates conditions where successful behavior becomes the path of least resistance. Anticipating setbacks and developing strategies for recovery ensures long-term habit maintenance. Life is unpredictable and interruptions are inevitable. Planning responses to challenges prevents temporary lapses from becoming permanent failures. Develop contingency plans that allow habits to resume quickly, maintaining continuity. Resilience in habit practice strengthens discipline and reinforces the link between effort and long-term success. Emphasizing identity over outcome reinforces habit persistence. Viewing yourself as the type of person who performs specific behaviors consistently strengthens motivation and alignment. For example, seeing yourself as a disciplined reader or an organized professional encourages actions that support that identity. This approach anchors behavior in self-concept rather than external rewards, creating habits that endure because they are consistent with who you are becoming. Over time, cumulative habit execution produces compounding benefits. Daily actions accumulate into significant achievements, transforming skills, mindset, and results. Habits create momentum, reduce friction, and ensure that progress is sustained without requiring extraordinary effort. Consistent small behaviors become the engine of personal growth, producing outcomes far beyond initial expectations. Building habits that support long-term personal success is an investment in yourself that pays dividends daily. Thoughtful selection, disciplined repetition, structured routines, environmental alignment, and mindset cultivation all contribute to creating a reliable system of growth. The habits established today shape the trajectory of tomorrow, making success inevitable when approached intentionally and consistently. Mastery of habit formation ensures that every day contributes to progress, every action aligns with purpose, and every challenge becomes an opportunity to reinforce the behaviors that lead to a successful, fulfilling life. Chapter 70: Strengthen resilience by facing challenges without fear. Resilience is the ability to remain steadfast and effective in the face of adversity. Life constantly presents challenges, setbacks, and unexpected obstacles, and how these are approached determines the trajectory of personal growth and success. Facing difficulties without fear does not mean ignoring risks or pretending challenges do not exist. It means responding with clarity, discipline, and determination rather than allowing anxiety or hesitation to dictate action. Strengthening resilience is a conscious effort to develop mental toughness, emotional stability, and practical strategies that ensure obstacles are met with purpose and resolve rather than avoidance or defeat. The first step in building resilience is embracing the reality of challenges. Difficulties are not anomalies or punishments. They are inherent in the process of growth and achievement. Accepting that obstacles will arise reduces resistance and equips the mind to respond rather than react emotionally. Viewing problems as opportunities to test capabilities shifts focus from fear to action. This mindset enables clear thinking, deliberate decision-making, and the cultivation of confidence that challenges are manageable when approached strategically. Preparation strengthens the ability to face challenges. Anticipating potential difficulties and planning responses reduces the shock and paralysis that fear can cause. By considering possible scenarios, you can develop strategies, gather resources, and practice solutions in advance. This foresight allows obstacles to be approached with a level of calm and competence, transforming uncertainty into manageable complexity. Being prepared instills confidence and reinforces the understanding that challenges are not insurmountable, but rather exercises in problem solving and growth. Building resilience requires cultivating self-awareness. Understanding personal strengths, weaknesses, triggers, and emotional patterns allows for effective management of reactions during stressful situations. Awareness provides the clarity to make rational choices rather than responding impulsively. Recognizing how the mind and body respond to pressure helps in developing targeted strategies to maintain composure, focus, and consistent action when challenges arise. Self-awareness is a foundation for controlled and effective responses to adversity. Taking incremental risks strengthens resilience over time. Avoiding discomfort entirely prevents the development of mental toughness. Facing manageable challenges builds confidence, skills, and adaptability. Each successful confrontation with difficulty reinforces the belief in the ability to handle future obstacles. Incremental exposure allows the mind to practice courage in realistic doses, ensuring that fear is gradually diminished while competence and confidence grow. This progressive approach prevents overwhelm while steadily expanding capability and resilience. Reframing setbacks is critical for strengthening resilience. Challenges, failures, or mistakes are not indications of personal inadequacy, but feedback that guides improvement. Viewing difficulties as information rather than judgment fosters a problem-solving mindset. By analyzing what went wrong and identifying lessons, each setback becomes a source of growth rather than discouragement. Reframing challenges in this manner reduces fear, encourages proactive action, and reinforces the capacity to recover from adversity quickly. Emotional regulation is essential in facing challenges without fear. Stress, frustration, and anxiety can impair judgment and decrease effectiveness. Techniques such as controlled breathing, mindful reflection, and brief pauses allow the mind to regain composure and focus on actionable solutions. Developing the ability to regulate emotional responses ensures that energy is directed toward productive actions rather than being consumed by reactive fear. Mastery of emotional control strengthens resilience by enabling steady progress even under pressure. Persistence is a core aspect of resilience. Challenges often require sustained effort, repeated attempts, and adaptation to new strategies. Developing the habit of persistence ensures that temporary failure does not result in permanent defeat. Commitment to continuous effort reinforces confidence, demonstrates capability, and creates a pattern of success that is self-reinforcing. Resilient individuals view obstacles as temporary and surmountable, maintaining focus and action until goals are achieved or a practical solution is implemented. Problem-solving skills enhance resilience. Approaching challenges with a structured method increases effectiveness and reduces fear. Identifying the core issue, generating options, evaluating solutions, and taking decisive action transforms ambiguity into actionable steps. A systematic approach removes the paralysis that fear often produces and strengthens confidence in the ability to overcome adversity. Each successfully navigated problem reinforces skills, experience, and belief in personal competence. Seeking support when necessary strengthens resilience rather than weakens it. Collaborating with mentors, colleagues, or peers provides perspective, guidance, and emotional reinforcement. Support systems offer insights and solutions that may not be apparent individually and provide encouragement during particularly challenging circumstances. Leveraging the knowledge and experience of others allows challenges to be confronted more efficiently while building networks of mutual strength and accountability. Maintaining physical health supports mental resilience. Fatigue, poor nutrition, or lack of exercise reduces the capacity to manage stress and respond effectively to challenges. Consistent attention to health provides the energy, clarity, and stability required to confront adversity without fear. A strong body supports a strong mind, and investing in physical well-being strengthens overall resilience by ensuring that challenges are met with both mental and physical preparedness. Cultivating a sense of purpose enhances the ability to face challenges confidently. Understanding why goals matter creates motivation to persevere despite difficulty. A clear sense of direction strengthens commitment, provides context for obstacles, and reduces fear by emphasizing the long-term significance of effort. Purpose aligns action with meaningful outcomes, ensuring that energy is invested in valuable pursuits rather than dissipated by worry or avoidance. Adaptability is a vital component of resilience. Challenges often present unexpected twists or require new approaches. Flexibility in thinking and action ensures that solutions remain effective even when circumstances change. Rigidity in approach increases stress and amplifies fear, whereas adaptability allows obstacles to be navigated with creativity and efficiency. Being flexible while maintaining commitment to outcomes reinforces confidence and effectiveness in the face of uncertainty. Visualization and mental rehearsal prepare the mind for challenges. Anticipating scenarios, considering possible responses, and imagining successful outcomes strengthens confidence and reduces anxiety. Mentally practicing problem-solving and coping strategies creates a sense of readiness, making actual challenges less intimidating. This preparation allows the mind to respond deliberately and efficiently rather than being overwhelmed by fear or uncertainty. Reflecting on past successes builds resilience. Remembering times when challenges were overcome reinforces belief in capability. Reviewing strategies that worked previously and lessons learned increases confidence that current difficulties can be managed effectively. Drawing on personal experience provides reassurance, reduces fear, and supports proactive engagement with adversity. Incremental goal setting in the face of challenges strengthens perseverance. Breaking larger obstacles into smaller, actionable steps allows for measurable progress. Completing these steps provides motivation, reduces overwhelm, and reinforces the belief that even significant challenges are achievable when approached systematically. This method fosters confidence, clarity, and sustained action under pressure. Maintaining a long-term perspective reduces fear when confronting immediate difficulties. Viewing challenges as temporary components of a larger journey prevents discouragement and helps maintain focus on enduring objectives. Short-term discomfort becomes manageable when seen in the context of ongoing growth, learning, and achievement. This perspective strengthens emotional stability, decision-making, and resilience in the face of adversity. Cultivating optimism enhances the ability to confront challenges without fear. Believing that solutions are possible and that effort will yield progress encourages persistence and proactive action. Optimism does not ignore difficulty, but creates a mental framework that supports problem-solving, learning, and forward momentum. Positive expectation strengthens motivation and reduces paralyzing anxiety, ensuring that challenges are met with energy and clarity. Practicing self-discipline reinforces resilience by ensuring consistent action despite fear or discomfort. Discipline bridges the gap between intention and execution, allowing challenges to be addressed reliably. Establishing routines that reinforce persistence, preparation, and focused effort reduces reliance on motivation alone and strengthens the capacity to respond effectively to obstacles. Strengthening resilience is a lifelong process that compounds with experience and reflection. Each challenge faced, each difficulty navigated, and each fear confronted increases competence, confidence, and emotional stability. Resilience transforms obstacles from sources of anxiety into opportunities for growth and mastery. Facing challenges without fear ensures that action is deliberate, effective, and aligned with long-term objectives, creating a foundation for sustained achievement and personal growth. Chapter 80. Track progress daily to measure and celebrate achievements. Tracking progress daily is one of the most effective ways to maintain focus, measure achievement, and reinforce habits that drive growth. Without a clear sense of progress, effort can feel aimless, motivation can wane, and opportunities for adjustment may be missed. Recording daily actions and results transforms abstract goals into tangible outcomes. It creates a feedback loop that allows you to see what is working, what needs refinement, and where energy should be directed. When progress is measured consistently, small achievements accumulate into significant advancement over time, and success becomes both visible and reinforcing. The first step in effective progress tracking is establishing what exactly will be measured. Every meaningful goal has quantifiable indicators that reveal whether effort is producing results. These metrics might be numerical, such as sales numbers, exercise repetitions, or hours studied, or they may be behavioral, such as maintaining a habit streak, completing daily tasks, or adhering to a schedule. Defining what success looks like ensures that tracking is purposeful rather than arbitrary. Without clear criteria, effort can go unrecognized, and habits may lose momentum. A simple and reliable system is essential for daily tracking. This can take many forms, such as a journal, planner, spreadsheet, or mobile application. What matters most is consistency and accessibility. A system that is easy to use encourages routine logging and reduces resistance to recording progress. Each entry should capture the key actions, outcomes, and observations for the day. When progress is documented, it not only provides clarity, but also reinforces accountability to oneself. Daily reflection complements quantitative tracking. Beyond numbers and completed tasks, it is important to note lessons learned, challenges faced, and strategies that were effective. Reflection turns simple record keeping into a tool for improvement. It provides insight into patterns of behavior, emotional responses, and recurring obstacles. By reviewing daily experiences, decisions can be made more consciously and adjustments can be implemented quickly, increasing efficiency and effectiveness over time. Visualization of progress reinforces motivation. Seeing completed tasks, habit streaks, or incremental gains creates a sense of accomplishment that fuels further effort. Human psychology responds strongly to visible results, and even small wins can generate significant emotional reinforcement. This psychological reward strengthens the connection between action and achievement, encouraging continued adherence to productive behaviors. Celebrating these achievements daily, even in small ways, provides momentum that compounds over time. Breaking goals into smaller daily actions ensures that tracking remains manageable and meaningful. Large objectives can feel overwhelming, but identifying the steps required each day clarifies priorities and ensures consistent advancement. Tracking completion of these daily actions provides immediate feedback and maintains focus on the most important behaviors. This approach transforms ambitious goals into a series of achievable, measurable tasks that create tangible progress. Accountability enhances the effectiveness of daily tracking. Sharing progress with a mentor, peer, or accountability partner reinforces commitment and provides external reinforcement. External accountability complements self-monitoring, offering perspective, encouragement, and feedback that can uncover blind spots or highlight overlooked accomplishments. It strengthens consistency by creating additional stakes and motivation to maintain tracking habits. Using trends to guide decision making is an essential part of progress tracking. Daily records accumulate into patterns that reveal strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities for improvement. By analyzing these trends, strategies can be refined, priorities can be adjusted, and future actions can be planned with greater precision. Tracking progress is not just about recording activity, it is about using data to inform smarter choices and more effective effort. Maintaining flexibility in tracking ensures that the system adapts to evolving goals and circumstances. As objectives change or new priorities arise, metrics and methods should be adjusted accordingly. Stagnant tracking that no longer aligns with current goals can become meaningless or discouraging. A dynamic approach ensures that measurement remains relevant, reinforcing motivation and supporting ongoing progress. Celebrating achievements daily strengthens the habit of progress. Recognition can be personal, such as acknowledging completion or taking a moment to appreciate effort, or external, such as sharing results with others. Celebrating accomplishments reinforces the connection between consistent action and positive outcomes. This positive reinforcement increases confidence, maintains energy for continued effort, and makes the process of growth more enjoyable and sustainable. Visualization of long-term progress complements daily tracking. Regular reflection on accumulated achievements provides perspective on how far effort has carried you and clarifies the path forward. Observing the cumulative effect of consistent actions demonstrates the power of discipline and reinforces commitment to sustained improvement. Long-term awareness reduces discouragement during challenging periods and maintains focus on the overarching goals. Minimizing distractions while tracking ensures accuracy and clarity. Recording progress in a focused state allows for thoughtful reflection, precise data capture, and meaningful insight. Interruptions can reduce the quality of observation, lead to missed details, or create a habit of incomplete tracking. A quiet, deliberate approach strengthens the value of each entry and reinforces discipline in both action and reflection. Linking progress tracking to motivation ensures that it remains a positive and reinforcing practice. Instead of feeling like a chore, tracking should serve as a tool to inspire action, identify improvement, and celebrate achievement. Associating the act of measurement with growth and accomplishment strengthens adherence and makes the practice enjoyable rather than burdensome. Using daily tracking to anticipate challenges strengthens preparedness. Recording obstacles faced and strategies used provides a reference for future situations. Anticipating recurring difficulties allows proactive planning, reducing stress and increasing effectiveness. Each challenge documented serves as a blueprint for improvement, making it easier to navigate similar situations with confidence. Integrating progress tracking into daily routines enhances consistency. By scheduling a fixed time to record outcomes, reflect, and plan, tracking becomes automatic and reliable. Routine integration reduces reliance on willpower, increases adherence, and ensures that tracking contributes meaningfully to growth, rather than being skipped due to forgetfulness or fatigue. Tracking progress builds self-awareness and accountability over time. By observing patterns of effort, achievement, and obstacles, you gain insight into personal tendencies, strengths, and areas for development. This awareness allows more informed decision-making, targeted improvement, and disciplined action. Continuous observation strengthens self-regulation and provides a roadmap for sustained personal growth. Daily recording strengthens memory and reinforces learning. Documenting actions, outcomes, and lessons ensures that valuable experiences are captured and can be referenced in the future. This cumulative knowledge enhances strategic thinking, reduces repeated mistakes, and improves problem-solving abilities. Daily reflection transforms experience into actionable wisdom that can be applied consistently. Tracking progress nurtures a sense of accomplishment that motivates continued effort. Seeing tasks completed, habits maintained, or goals advanced provides immediate feedback that reinforces effort. This ongoing reinforcement creates a cycle of positive momentum where action leads to visible results. Results fuel motivation, and motivation sustains further action. Long-term goals are made achievable through daily measurement. By breaking objectives into daily actionable steps and tracking their completion, large aspirations become tangible and manageable. This structured approach ensures that effort is purposeful, measurable, and aligned with desired outcomes. Over time, consistent tracking transforms ambition into measurable achievement. Daily tracking and celebration cultivate resilience. Recognizing progress, even small, reinforces perseverance and reduces discouragement during difficult periods. It highlights the value of consistent effort and creates confidence in the ability to overcome obstacles. The process reinforces patience, discipline, and persistence, key components of long-term success. Tracking progress daily transforms action into tangible results, reinforces habits, and ensures consistent advancement. Measurement, reflection, and celebration create a feedback loop that strengthens motivation, clarifies priorities, and accelerates personal growth. Each day becomes an opportunity to observe improvement, adjust strategies, and recognize achievement. By making progress visible and intentional, every action contributes meaningfully to long-term objectives and sustained personal success. Chapter 9Z. Practice gratitude to improve happiness and mental clarity. Practicing gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools to enhance mental clarity, emotional well-being, and overall happiness. It is not about ignoring challenges or pretending life is perfect, but about consciously acknowledging what is positive and valuable in daily life. Gratitude shifts attention from what is lacking to what is present, creating a mindset that supports resilience, focus, and contentment. When practiced consistently, it rewires the mind to notice opportunities, recognize progress, and maintain perspective even during difficult times. This intentional focus on appreciation strengthens emotional stability, reduces stress, and improves decision-making by clarifying what truly matters. The first step in cultivating gratitude is deliberate observation. Each day, identifying specific elements to appreciate, whether large or small, trains the mind to see value in everyday experiences. This could include relationships, accomplishments, personal strengths, or even lessons learned through setbacks. By noticing positive elements deliberately, the mind begins to internalize a pattern of recognition, gradually transforming thought processes to prioritize acknowledgement over complaint. Daily observation ensures that gratitude becomes habitual and reinforces a positive mental framework. Writing gratitude down amplifies its effects. Keeping a journal to record 3 to 5 things you are grateful for each day reinforces reflection and makes positive experiences tangible. Writing forces the mind to process experiences consciously, deepening the impact of gratitude on emotional and cognitive processes. The physical act of documenting appreciation creates a sense of accomplishment, strengthens memory of positive events, and provides a reference to revisit during challenging moments. This practice reinforces a sense of abundance and reduces the tendency to focus on what is missing. Gratitude should extend beyond external circumstances to include self-recognition. Acknowledging personal effort, progress, and resilience fosters self-respect and confidence. Celebrating small achievements, persistence through challenges, and moments of discipline cultivates internal satisfaction. Recognizing the value in one's own actions promotes a growth-oriented mindset, reduces self-criticism, and reinforces motivation for continued progress. Self-directed gratitude strengthens mental clarity by emphasizing what is within personal control rather than external factors that are unpredictable. Incorporating gratitude into routine strengthens consistency and impact. Starting the day by reflecting on positive aspects or ending it by reviewing what was appreciated ensures daily reinforcement. Integrating gratitude into habits such as morning planning, journaling, or evening reflection makes the practice automatic rather than occasional. Consistency is critical because repeated attention to positive elements gradually reshapes perception, increases mental clarity, and improves emotional resilience. Expressing gratitude toward others enhances relationships and reinforces a supportive environment. Thanking colleagues, family, or friends strengthens social bonds and creates mutual recognition of value. These interactions increase feelings of connection, reduce conflict, and contribute to emotional well-being. Gratitude expressed externally creates a positive feedback loop, reinforcing appreciation in both giver and receiver, and cultivates an atmosphere that promotes productivity, cooperation, and shared growth. Focusing on gratitude in challenging situations enhances resilience. Difficult circumstances naturally draw attention to what is lacking or problematic, increasing stress and reducing clarity. Shifting attention to elements that remain positive, even in adversity, strengthens perspective, reduces emotional overwhelm, and provides mental space to consider solutions. This approach does not minimize difficulties, but frames challenges as manageable within the context of what is available and functioning. Practicing gratitude under pressure strengthens emotional stability and decision-making. Physical and environmental cues can support gratitude practice. Objects, reminders, or specific locations that prompt reflection encourage consistency. For example, placing a journal in a visible spot or setting phone reminders for gratitude reflection ensures the practice is not forgotten. Using environmental triggers leverages habitual behavior to reinforce daily acknowledgement of positive aspects, making gratitude an integral part of daily life rather than an optional exercise. Gratitude supports mental clarity by reducing mental clutter and negative thinking patterns. When attention is directed toward positive aspects, the mind experiences less distraction from worry, regret, or comparison. This reduction in cognitive noise enhances focus, strengthens problem-solving, and improves decision-making. Mental clarity resulting from gratitude allows energy to be directed toward productive, meaningful actions rather than consumed by unproductive thoughts. Practicing gratitude regularly improves emotional regulation. A mindset focused on appreciation mitigates the intensity of negative emotions such as frustration, envy, or anger. Recognizing what is valued shifts the emotional response from reactive to reflective, allowing rational assessment and deliberate action. This emotional balance fosters resilience, strengthens relationships, and increases overall life satisfaction. Gratitude transforms emotional responses from impulsive and potentially harmful to deliberate and constructive. Pairing gratitude with goal reflection enhances motivation and perspective. Acknowledging progress toward objectives, even small steps, reinforces achievement and commitment. By appreciating accomplishments, the mind recognizes capability, effort, and incremental success. This reinforcement strengthens confidence, sustains energy for continued effort, and maintains focus on priorities without being consumed by setbacks or remaining gaps. Recognition of progress creates a balanced perspective between aspiration and achievement. Practicing gratitude in social interactions strengthens empathy and cooperation. Recognizing and expressing appreciation for others' contributions fosters trust, collaboration, and mutual respect. Social environments grounded in gratitude reduce conflict, increase engagement, and promote collective problem-solving. Awareness of others' efforts and value encourages constructive behavior, making work, personal, and community interactions more effective and satisfying. Gratitude enhances not only individual well-being but also collective outcomes. Reflection on daily experiences amplifies the impact of gratitude. Taking a few moments to consider the reasons behind positive occurrences deepens understanding and emotional engagement. By exploring the context, effort, and circumstances that contributed to favorable outcomes, appreciation becomes more meaningful and internalized. This reflection strengthens learning from daily experiences, enhances insight, and fosters a mindset that actively seeks growth and opportunity rather than passively observing events. Gratitude encourages a solution-focused mindset. By recognizing existing resources, capabilities, and support, it becomes easier to identify pathways forward when facing obstacles. Appreciation of strengths and available tools shifts attention from limitation to possibility, creating clarity in planning and action. This proactive approach strengthens resilience and efficiency while maintaining emotional balance in the face of challenges. Using gratitude to shift perspective enhances long-term well-being. When practiced consistently, the mind begins to notice positive elements automatically, reducing negative bias and pessimism. This habitual recognition fosters optimism, emotional stability, and clarity of thought. Gradually, gratitude becomes a lens through which experiences are interpreted, supporting constructive responses and consistent progress. Integrating gratitude with mindfulness deepens awareness and emotional presence. By observing and appreciating details of the present moment, the mind develops a habit of attentive engagement. This awareness enhances perception, strengthens focus, and reduces stress by redirecting attention from ruminative thought patterns. Mindful gratitude fosters a state of calm clarity, reinforcing intentional action and deliberate decision-making. Gratitude encourages patience and long-term perspective. Recognizing what has been achieved, even gradually, reduces frustration with slow progress and reinforces perseverance. Daily acknowledgement of positive elements fosters acceptance of process and timing, supporting sustained effort and resilience in pursuit of larger goals. Celebrating small daily achievements builds confidence and reinforces the habit of appreciation. Recognizing effort, consistency, or incremental success strengthens motivation and sustains engagement. These celebrations create momentum and a positive emotional environment that supports continued growth, learning, and disciplined action. Practicing gratitude improves both mental and physical health. It reduces stress, supports emotional regulation, and strengthens overall cognitive function. Positive focus encourages adaptive behaviors, better decision-making, and healthier routines. Gratitude fosters balance, energy, and clarity that reinforce every aspect of personal development and long-term success. Gratitude transforms perception, strengthens mental clarity, and enhances happiness. By consistently acknowledging the value in life, personal growth becomes more intentional, deliberate, and fulfilling. Daily practice builds resilience, nurtures motivation, and reinforces the ability to focus on meaningful action while maintaining perspective. The consistent habit of gratitude shapes mindset, behavior, and life outcomes, creating a foundation for ongoing achievement and well-being. Chapter 10: Invest in learning skills that accelerate your growth. Investing in learning skills that accelerate growth is one of the most powerful strategies for long-term success and personal development. Growth does not happen by chance. It is the result of deliberate effort to expand knowledge, enhance capabilities, and increase effectiveness in all areas of life. Skills are the tools that allow individuals to execute plans efficiently, solve problems confidently, and create opportunities that would otherwise remain inaccessible. Developing skills strategically ensures that each day contributes to cumulative improvement, transforming potential into tangible results. Prioritizing learning accelerates progress because the right skills multiply the impact of every action, creating momentum that compounds over time. The first step in skill acquisition is identifying which abilities have the greatest impact on long-term objectives. Focus on high-leverage skills that improve effectiveness across multiple areas of life. For example, communication skills enhance relationships, leadership, and collaboration, while time management amplifies productivity and reduces stress. Choosing skills with broad applicability ensures that effort invested produces maximum return. Clarity in selecting which skills to pursue aligns learning with meaningful outcomes, preventing wasted time and energy on less impactful areas. Establishing a structured plan for learning increases efficiency. Random study or unorganized practice often leads to slow progress and frustration. Break each skill into its fundamental components, identify resources, and set clear milestones for mastery. Allocate dedicated time each day for focused practice or study, treating skill development as a non-negotiable part of routine. Consistency is the mechanism through which knowledge solidifies into competence, and deliberate scheduling ensures that learning remains a priority rather than an afterthought. Practical application is critical for mastering any skill. Understanding theory alone is insufficient. Skills must be tested, refined, and applied in real-world contexts. Regular practice allows for feedback, correction, and improvement, transforming knowledge into usable capability. Applying newly learned abilities in work, personal projects, or problem-solving scenarios reinforces understanding and builds confidence. Practical execution bridges the gap between concept and competence, ensuring that learning produces tangible benefits. Seek quality sources and mentors to accelerate skill acquisition. Learning from experienced individuals, structured programs, or credible materials reduces trial and error time and exposes learners to proven strategies. Mentorship provides guidance, constructive feedback, and perspective that speeds mastery. Selecting sources carefully prevents wasted effort on unreliable information and ensures that learning is efficient, relevant, and aligned with goals. Breaking skills into incremental steps enhances retention and prevents overwhelm. Mastering a complex ability all at once is unrealistic and often discouraging. Focus on one component at a time, achieving mastery before moving to the next level. Incremental progress ensures steady improvement, reinforces confidence, and creates a sense of achievement that sustains motivation. Small, deliberate steps transform complex skills into attainable milestones. Tracking progress in skill development reinforces accountability and encourages consistency. Regularly assess mastery, note improvements, and identify areas requiring additional attention. Monitoring progress allows for timely adjustments, ensures alignment with goals, and strengthens motivation by providing visible evidence of advancement. Tracking also identifies patterns that facilitate more effective learning strategies and prevent stagnation or wasted effort. Diversifying skill sets increases adaptability and long-term resilience. Focusing on a single ability may create competence in one area but limits flexibility. Complementary skills such as critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and problem-solving enhance overall capability and enable individuals to navigate changing circumstances more effectively. A broad yet strategic skill base multiplies opportunities and prepares for unforeseen challenges while accelerating growth in primary areas of focus. Deliberate repetition is necessary to solidify new abilities. Skills are strengthened through consistent and purposeful practice over time. Repeating tasks, exercises, or challenges builds muscle memory, reinforces mental models, and improves automaticity. Regular engagement transforms effortful execution into natural competence, allowing skills to be applied confidently in diverse situations without hesitation or excessive cognitive strain. Reflecting on performance enhances learning efficiency. After practice or application, analyze what worked, what did not, and why. Reflection identifies gaps, reinforces effective techniques, and informs adjustments for future attempts. This introspection accelerates mastery by ensuring that mistakes become opportunities for growth rather than repeated failures. Consistent reflection cultivates self-awareness, critical thinking, and the ability to self-correct effectively. Investing in complementary skills accelerates mastery of primary abilities. Supporting competencies create context, strengthen application, and increase the utility of core skills. For example, developing data analysis enhances decision-making in business, while improving writing skills enhances communication and influence. Strategic development of interconnected abilities ensures that effort compounds, increasing overall effectiveness and producing faster growth across multiple dimensions. Maintaining curiosity sustains long-term learning. A mindset of exploration encourages continual acquisition of knowledge and skills rather than settling into complacency. Curiosity motivates engagement, experimentation, and innovation. It drives individuals to seek deeper understanding, uncover new techniques, and refine existing abilities. Cultivating a curious mindset ensures that learning remains a dynamic, ongoing process rather than a finite task. Deliberately challenging oneself accelerates skill acquisition. Pushing beyond current comfort levels exposes gaps, builds resilience, and strengthens competence. Complex tasks, unfamiliar situations, and increased difficulty provide conditions for rapid improvement and mastery. Growth occurs at the edge of capability, and deliberately engaging with challenging scenarios ensures that progress is meaningful, sustainable, and impactful. Time management supports consistent skill development. Allocating focused, uninterrupted periods for practice maximizes efficiency and ensures retention. Avoiding multitasking, distractions, and fragmented attention ensures that learning is deliberate and effective. Consistent scheduling reinforces discipline, embeds skill development into routine, and prevents stagnation caused by sporadic or inconsistent effort. Integrating feedback from multiple sources enhances skill refinement. Constructive criticism from mentors, peers, or self-assessment identifies blind spots and accelerates improvement. Actively seeking input provides perspectives that may be overlooked, ensures alignment with best practices, and guides adaptation of techniques for optimal results. Feedback is a critical tool in transforming effort into measurable progress. Combining learning with immediate application creates faster results. Skills that are practiced in real-world contexts solidify more quickly than those confined to theory or isolated exercises. Implementation bridges the gap between understanding and execution, strengthens confidence, and reinforces the value of knowledge. Immediate application ensures that learning translates directly into capability, impact, and tangible growth. Maintaining persistence is essential when developing new skills. Mastery is rarely instantaneous, and progress often requires repeated effort, adaptation, and sustained focus. Discipline ensures that practice continues despite frustration, slow improvement, or temporary setbacks. Persistent engagement transforms effort into proficiency and reinforces the principle that consistent action produces results. Leveraging technology accelerates skill acquisition. Tools, applications, and online resources provide access to information, structured programs, and interactive learning opportunities. Digital platforms allow self-paced learning, practice tracking, and exposure to diverse techniques. Utilizing technology effectively reduces learning barriers, enhances efficiency, and broadens access to high-quality instruction. Prioritizing high-impact skills ensures that learning contributes directly to growth. Not all abilities produce the same results or opportunities. Focus energy on those that multiply effectiveness, open new opportunities, and align with long-term goals. This strategic approach ensures that time and effort invested yield maximum return and meaningful advancement. Skill development requires reflection on purpose and alignment. Every skill learned should connect to broader objectives, values, and aspirations. This ensures that effort is meaningful, focused, and directed toward outcomes that matter most. Alignment between skill acquisition and personal goals maximizes motivation, accelerates progress, and guarantees that learning supports long-term growth and success. Investing in learning skills is not merely about accumulation of knowledge, it is about building capabilities that amplify impact, increase opportunities, and accelerate achievement. Daily, structured, deliberate, and reflective practice ensures that learning compounds over time, transforming potential into tangible results. Focusing on high-leverage abilities, applying them consistently, seeking feedback, and maintaining persistence creates a cycle of continuous improvement. Strategic skill development allows individuals to navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and achieve long-term personal and professional success. Chapter 11: Strengthen relationships to create meaningful personal connections. Building and strengthening relationships is a cornerstone of a meaningful and fulfilling life. Personal connections provide emotional support, collaboration opportunities, and a sense of belonging that cannot be achieved alone. Developing strong relationships requires conscious effort, consistent communication, and genuine investment in others. Meaningful connections are built on trust, respect, and mutual understanding, and they contribute directly to personal growth, happiness, and resilience. Investing in relationships is not about convenience or networking for gain alone. It is about creating bonds that enrich life and foster shared growth. The first step in strengthening relationships is giving full attention to the people in your life. Listening attentively without judgment or distraction demonstrates respect and value. Focused listening allows you to understand the needs, perspectives, and emotions of others, creating a foundation for empathy and trust. Engaging fully in conversation communicates that the relationship matters and encourages openness, honesty, and meaningful exchange. Consistency in communication reinforces connection. Regularly reaching out, checking in, or sharing experiences maintains bonds and prevents drift. Relationships require ongoing effort to remain strong, and consistent interaction signals care, reliability, and commitment. Even brief gestures of communication, when applied consistently, demonstrate attentiveness and cultivate trust over time. Empathy is essential for meaningful connections. Understanding and acknowledging the emotions of others allows relationships to flourish even during disagreement or difficulty. Empathy involves seeing situations from another perspective, validating feelings without judgment, and responding thoughtfully. Practicing empathy deepens emotional intimacy, encourages cooperation, and strengthens mutual support. Offering support proactively strengthens relational bonds. Anticipating the needs of others and taking action to assist builds trust and demonstrates investment in their well-being. Support can take many forms, including listening, providing advice, helping with tasks, or simply being present. Demonstrating reliability and consideration reinforces the sense that the relationship is valuable and reciprocally beneficial. Effective communication includes clarity and honesty. Expressing thoughts, feelings, and expectations openly reduces misunderstandings and fosters trust. Honesty conveys integrity, while clarity ensures that intentions are understood and actionable. Transparent communication builds reliability and prevents resentment or confusion from eroding relationships over time. Mutual respect underpins all strong relationships. Valuing the boundaries, opinions, and individuality of others creates an environment in which both parties feel safe and appreciated. Respect encourages collaboration, reduces conflict, and strengthens the sense of equality within the connection. Practicing respect consistently fosters trust and ensures that relationships are both resilient and meaningful. Investing time intentionally demonstrates commitment. Relationships do not thrive passively. They require deliberate scheduling, shared experiences, and quality engagement. Allocating focused time for family, friends, colleagues, or mentors signals that the connection is prioritized. Intentional time strengthens bonds, creates shared memories, and reinforces the value of the relationship. Expressing appreciation consistently nurtures connection. Recognizing and verbalizing gratitude for the actions, support, or presence of others reinforces positive behavior and strengthens emotional bonds. Appreciation fosters goodwill, encourages reciprocity, and creates a positive environment in which relationships can grow. Regular acknowledgement of contributions reinforces mutual respect and admiration. Navigating conflicts effectively is crucial for durable relationships. Disagreements are inevitable, but managing them constructively enhances trust and strengthens connection. Focus on addressing the issue rather than attacking the person. Seek understanding and collaborate on solutions. Handling conflict with composure and fairness demonstrates emotional maturity and reinforces the resilience of the relationship. Adaptability enhances relational growth. People change over time, and circumstances evolve. Remaining flexible and open to these changes ensures that relationships remain relevant and supportive. Adapting to the needs, preferences, or growth of others maintains connection and prevents stagnation or disconnection. Flexibility demonstrates consideration, understanding, and long-term commitment. Shared values and goals reinforce relational strength. Connecting around principles, beliefs, or objectives creates alignment and purpose in interactions. Shared direction strengthens cooperation, reduces friction, and provides a foundation for collaborative action. Understanding and identifying these commonalities fosters deeper trust, loyalty, and meaningful engagement. Building emotional intelligence strengthens all aspects of connection. Awareness of one's own emotions, triggers, and behavioral patterns enhances interactions by promoting self-regulation, empathy, and effective communication. Emotional intelligence ensures that responses are thoughtful rather than reactive, creating stability and safety in relationships. Developing this skill enhances understanding, cooperation, and intimacy. Active participation in the lives of others reinforces connection. Showing genuine interest in achievements, challenges, and daily experiences communicates investment and care. Engaging meaningfully with the successes and difficulties of others strengthens bonds and demonstrates support beyond superficial interaction. Active participation fosters a sense of community, partnership, and shared purpose. Boundaries create healthy and sustainable relationships. Establishing clear limits around time, energy, and personal needs prevents burnout and resentment while maintaining respect for others. Boundaries allow relationships to flourish without overextension, ensuring that both parties can contribute and receive value without compromise to individual well-being. Clear boundaries support mutual respect, trust, and long-term relational health. Forgiveness strengthens relationships by resolving tension and preventing lingering resentment. Holding on to past mistakes or grievances erodes trust and emotional connection. Practicing forgiveness allows relationships to recover from conflicts and mistakes, creating space for growth, collaboration, and renewed commitment. Letting go of grudges reinforces trust, promotes emotional balance, and sustains meaningful bonds. Celebrating milestones together deepens connection. Recognizing achievements, personal growth, or special occasions reinforces shared investment and creates positive emotional experiences. Celebrations create memories, strengthen loyalty, and foster a sense of mutual joy and recognition. Acknowledging milestones highlights commitment, attention, and care within relationships. Vulnerability enhances authenticity in relationships. Being willing to share thoughts, fears, or challenges creates a space for genuine connection and trust. Vulnerability encourages reciprocity, strengthens emotional intimacy, and allows for deeper understanding between individuals. It fosters bonds that are honest, resilient, and meaningful rather than superficial or transactional. Collaborating on challenges strengthens relational bonds. Working together to solve problems, achieve shared objectives, or support mutual growth reinforces teamwork, respect, and trust. Collaborative effort fosters communication, coordination, and a sense of shared purpose, deepening relational quality and durability. Participation in joint effort demonstrates commitment and reliability. Consistency in behavior and commitment reinforces confidence in relationships. Showing up, following through on promises, and maintaining integrity cultivates reliability. Consistent behavior fosters trust, reduces uncertainty, and ensures that connections are stable and enduring. Reliability strengthens emotional security and the foundation of long-term meaningful relationships. Strengthening relationships requires ongoing effort, reflection, and engagement. Daily attention, clear communication, empathy, and support create connections that are resilient, rewarding, and mutually beneficial. Meaningful personal bonds enrich life, enhance happiness, and support growth by providing emotional reinforcement, collaboration opportunities, and a sense of belonging. Investing in relationships is one of the most impactful strategies for long-term fulfillment and success, as human connection amplifies every accomplishment and sustains perseverance through challenges. Chapter 120. Take decisive action instead of waiting for permission. Taking decisive action without waiting for permission is the key to turning intention into achievement and ideas into results. Waiting for approval or external validation often leads to stagnation, missed opportunities, and wasted time. Momentum is created by those who act with clarity and purpose, not by those who hesitate for confirmation from others. Action itself is a teacher. It provides feedback, reveals obstacles, and generates solutions that cannot be discovered through indecision. Progress depends on initiative, the willingness to move forward even when conditions are imperfect, and the confidence to trust your judgment. The first step in decisive action is clarity of purpose. Understanding exactly what you want to achieve creates direction and reduces hesitation. When goals are defined and priorities are clear, taking action becomes simpler because each step aligns with a broader intention. Without clarity, decisions can feel paralyzing and action can be misdirected or inconsistent. Clear vision ensures that each move contributes meaningfully to progress rather than merely creating activity without outcome. Confidence is essential to move forward independently. Trusting your abilities and judgment empowers you to act without waiting for permission. Confidence is built through preparation, knowledge, and small wins that reinforce self-assurance. Even when outcomes are uncertain, believing in your capacity to handle challenges provides the courage to take initiative. This mindset shifts focus from potential risk to potential growth and opportunity. Breaking tasks into manageable steps facilitates immediate action. Large objectives can feel overwhelming, leading to procrastination. By dividing goals into smaller, actionable components, you create opportunities to move forward consistently. Each step taken, no matter how small, builds momentum and demonstrates progress, reinforcing the habit of initiative and reducing the temptation to wait for external validation. Preparation without over-planning enables action. Planning is important, but excessive analysis creates delay. It is better to have a workable plan and adapt along the way than to wait indefinitely for perfect conditions. Acting decisively while remaining flexible allows for learning in real time and ensures that progress continues even when circumstances shift. Action informs strategy, not the other way around. Responsibility accompanies decisive action. Acting without permission requires ownership of decisions and their consequences. Accepting responsibility cultivates accountability, strengthens self-reliance, and builds credibility. Those who take initiative are recognized not only for effort, but also for their willingness to assume the outcomes of their choices. Responsibility ensures that action is thoughtful, purposeful, and sustainable. Removing fear of judgment accelerates movement. Many people hesitate because they worry about criticism, failure, or disapproval. Decisive individuals focus on their objectives rather than others' opinions, understanding that judgment is external and often misaligned with their goals. Acting despite fear develops resilience, reinforces self-confidence, and creates a pattern of proactive behavior that produces results. Immediate execution strengthens habit formation. Consistently acting without delay embeds initiative into behavior. The more frequently action is taken promptly, the more automatic it becomes. Habitual decisiveness reduces indecision, increases efficiency, and creates a reputation for reliability and competence. Daily practice of prompt action cultivates discipline and ensures that opportunities are seized rather than lost. Seeking necessary resources independently enhances effectiveness. Waiting for permission often implies waiting for others to provide resources, support, or approval. Proactive individuals identify what is needed, acquire it, and proceed without delay. Resourcefulness builds confidence, reduces dependence on external factors, and reinforces the principle that progress stems from action, not approval. Evaluating outcomes after action creates continuous improvement. Decisive behavior is complemented by reflection on results, lessons learned, and areas for refinement. Action provides data that allows for better decisions in the future. Waiting for permission often delays this feedback loop, reducing growth and learning. Acting first and adjusting later accelerates both competence and achievement. Commitment to immediate action reinforces courage. Every time a choice is executed without hesitation, confidence in one's ability grows. Courage becomes a habit, making subsequent decisions easier and more instinctive. This cumulative effect strengthens initiative, reduces procrastination, and enhances overall effectiveness in achieving goals. Decisive action fosters opportunity creation. Waiting passively rarely produces results. Those who act are often the ones who discover, shape, or invent opportunities. Initiative generates visibility, influence, and access, whereas hesitation frequently leaves potential untapped. Action positions individuals to capitalize on circumstances and to shape outcomes actively rather than reactively. Accountability to oneself encourages consistency. When permission is not a prerequisite, self-imposed accountability becomes critical. Tracking commitments, reviewing progress, and honoring personal standards create structure and ensure that action produces meaningful results. Internal accountability strengthens discipline and reinforces the habit of proactive decision-making. Decisive individuals inspire confidence in others. People who act confidently and take responsibility naturally earn trust and credibility. Initiative signals competence, reliability, and leadership potential. Acting without waiting for permission not only drives personal results, but also encourages collaboration, influence, and respect from peers and colleagues. Understanding the cost of inaction emphasizes the value of action. Hesitation leads to missed opportunities, delayed growth, and increased uncertainty. Recognizing what is lost by waiting provides motivation to move forward. Action is the antidote to stagnation, converting potential energy into tangible progress and results. Balancing speed and quality ensures effective action. Decisiveness does not mean recklessness. Thoughtful, deliberate moves maximize impact while maintaining momentum. Acting promptly while considering consequences allows for efficiency without sacrificing accuracy or integrity. Decisive individuals act intelligently, minimizing errors while maintaining forward movement. Creating a framework for decision-making reduces hesitation. Knowing criteria for choices, preferred strategies, and acceptable risks empowers faster action. This framework provides clarity in ambiguous situations and reduces reliance on external approval. Structure supports initiative, making the decision to act straightforward and consistent. Cultivating self-trust strengthens initiative. Belief in your judgment, ability to adapt, and resilience reinforces confidence in moving forward independently. Trusting yourself reduces the need for validation and empowers action even in uncertain circumstances. Self-trust is the foundation for decisive behavior and consistent growth. Practicing action under imperfect conditions develops resilience. Waiting for ideal timing, resources, or clarity often leads to delay. Acting despite imperfections teaches adaptability, problem solving, and persistence. Decisive practice in suboptimal conditions strengthens capability, increases confidence, and prepares individuals to handle uncertainty with skill. Documenting results of decisive actions reinforces learning. Keeping a record of choices, outcomes, and lessons provides insight into effective strategies and highlights patterns of success. Reflection after action ensures continuous growth, informs future decisions, and strengthens the link between initiative and achievement. Taking decisive action without waiting for permission transforms intention into reality. Initiative, accountability, preparation, and reflection combine to create momentum, confidence, and tangible results. Action produces feedback, opportunities, and progress that waiting never delivers. Cultivating the habit of immediate, thoughtful execution accelerates growth, builds resilience, and positions individuals to achieve objectives consistently. Each step taken decisively strengthens self-reliance, reinforces learning, and advances goals in ways that inaction or hesitation cannot replicate. Chapter 13Z. Reflect weekly to identify mistakes and adjust strategies. Regular reflection is one of the most effective tools for personal growth, continuous improvement, and strategic progress. Taking time each week to review actions, decisions, and outcomes allows you to identify what is working, what is not, and what needs adjustment. Without reflection, it is easy to repeat mistakes, waste effort, and drift from goals. Weekly reflection provides clarity, reinforces learning, and strengthens decision-making, ensuring that each subsequent week is more productive and intentional than the last. To begin effective weekly reflection, dedicate a consistent time and space where you can think without distraction. This could be at the end of the week, during a quiet evening, or on a Sunday morning. Consistency makes the practice habitual and signals the mind to enter a reflective state. Having a structured environment reduces interference and allows for deeper analysis of events, actions, and outcomes. Start by reviewing accomplishments and progress. Consider which goals were advanced, which tasks were completed successfully, and what milestones were reached. Acknowledging achievements reinforces motivation, builds confidence, and highlights strategies that are effective. Recognizing progress ensures that effort is validated, which strengthens commitment and encourages continuation of productive behaviors. Next, identify challenges and mistakes from the week. Be honest and objective in examining where expectations were not met or results fell short. Analyze both decisions and actions to understand root causes rather than surface-level symptoms. This critical assessment allows for targeted improvements rather than vague resolutions, making adjustments actionable and precise. Categorize mistakes to improve clarity. Distinguish between errors caused by lack of planning, execution, prioritization, or external factors. Understanding the source of each challenge allows for appropriate corrective measures. For example, a planning-related mistake may require improved scheduling, whereas an execution error might indicate a need for better focus or skill application. Categorization ensures that strategies are tailored to the actual problem, increasing the likelihood of improvement. Reflect on decisions made during the week and evaluate their effectiveness. Consider whether choices aligned with priorities and values, and assess the outcomes. Identify decisions that produced positive results and understand why they worked. Likewise, recognize choices that led to setbacks and examine what could have been done differently. This evaluation strengthens judgment and informs future decision-making. Adjust strategies based on insights gained. Reflection is incomplete without action. Identify specific changes in approach, methods, or behaviors to implement in the upcoming week. This could include reprioritizing tasks, refining processes, or adopting new habits. Strategy adjustment ensures that reflection translates into improvement rather than simply creating awareness of mistakes. Incorporate feedback from others into weekly reflection. Input from colleagues, mentors, or friends can provide perspectives that are difficult to see alone. Constructive feedback enhances understanding of strengths and weaknesses, identifies blind spots, and suggests practical improvements. Integrating external insight strengthens reflection and increases the accuracy of adjustments. Assess time management and productivity patterns. Evaluate how time was allocated, which tasks consumed the most energy, and which activities contributed the greatest results. Identify inefficiencies, distractions, or activities that did not align with priorities. Adjustments to scheduling, focus, or delegation improve efficiency and ensure that time is invested in high-impact actions moving forward. Reflect on emotional and mental states experienced during the week. Consider moments of stress, frustration, or distraction and analyze triggers. Awareness of emotional patterns allows for strategies to manage responses, maintain focus, and sustain motivation. Emotional reflection improves resilience, decision-making, and overall effectiveness by aligning mindset with actions. Use reflection to reinforce positive habits. Recognize behaviors that contributed to success, productivity, and personal growth. Reinforcing positive actions strengthens their recurrence and encourages consistency. Habit evaluation ensures that effective behaviors continue while ineffective or detrimental patterns are identified for adjustment. Document insights for accountability and tracking progress. Writing down reflections, lessons learned, and planned adjustments solidifies understanding and creates a reference for future weeks. Documentation allows for comparison over time, tracking of patterns, and evaluation of improvement. This process enhances memory, reinforces learning, and strengthens commitment to continuous growth. Set specific objectives for the upcoming week based on reflections. Use insights gained to prioritize tasks, allocate time effectively, and define measurable goals. Forward-looking planning ensures that reflection results in concrete action and creates momentum for continuous improvement. Goal setting based on weekly reflection makes intentions actionable and increases accountability. Analyze relationships and interactions over the week. Consider communication, collaboration, and interpersonal effectiveness. Identify successes as in relationships and areas needing improvement. Adjust strategies for engagement, conflict resolution, and support to strengthen connections. Reflection in this area enhances influence, trust, and overall personal and professional effectiveness. Reflect on knowledge and skills applied during the week. Determine which abilities were utilized effectively and which require development. Identify opportunities to acquire new skills or improve existing ones to enhance future performance. Strategic reflection on skill application accelerates growth and ensures that learning translates directly into practical capability. Evaluate alignment with long-term goals and values. Weekly reflection should assess whether actions and decisions are consistent with overall objectives and personal principles. Misalignment signals a need for adjustment in behavior, priorities, or focus. Ensuring alignment strengthens purpose, reduces wasted effort, and reinforces meaningful progress. Recognize recurring patterns in successes and setbacks. Identifying consistent behaviors or circumstances that lead to positive or negative outcomes allows for strategic focus. Emphasizing patterns that produce results and mitigating patterns that hinder progress improves efficiency and effectiveness over time. Pattern recognition is a powerful tool for refining strategies and accelerating improvement. Practice gratitude during reflection to balance analysis with positivity. Acknowledging achievements, learning experiences, and supportive relationships prevents reflection from becoming overly critical or discouraging. Gratitude reinforces motivation, emotional stability, and resilience while maintaining a clear view of areas needing improvement. Positive reflection strengthens commitment to growth. Reflect on resource utilization and optimization. Evaluate whether time, energy, skills, and tools were employed effectively during the week. Identify areas where resources were underutilized or mismanaged. Strategic adjustments in resource allocation increase efficiency, effectiveness, and results in future endeavors. Commit to implementing at least one significant change each week based on reflection. Transformation occurs when insight leads to tangible action. Even small adjustments, consistently applied, compound over time to produce significant improvement. Commitment ensures that reflection is a practical tool for growth rather than an abstract exercise. Weekly reflection strengthens self-awareness, accountability, and adaptability. It provides clarity on accomplishments, mistakes, and priorities while guiding adjustments for future action. By regularly reviewing performance, learning from errors, and refining strategies, individuals enhance decision-making, increase efficiency, and sustain personal growth. Reflection transforms experience into knowledge, knowledge into action, and action into progress, creating a continuous cycle of improvement that drives success. Chapter 4-A. Challenge comfort zones to unlock hidden potential consistently. Challenging comfort zones is essential for uncovering potential that remains dormant within routine and familiarity. Growth does not occur in the safety of what is already known. It emerges when action pushes beyond established limits and explores new possibilities. The human mind often seeks ease, stability, and predictability, but these tendencies, while comfortable, restrict progress. Stepping into discomfort allows the development of resilience, creativity, and confidence while revealing abilities that are otherwise untapped. Regularly expanding personal boundaries ensures that growth is not accidental but deliberate, leading to continuous improvement and deeper self-awareness. The first step is to recognize areas where complacency has taken hold. Identifying patterns of habitual behavior, avoidance, or fear highlights where comfort zones have created limitations. Awareness of these zones is necessary because growth requires intentionality. Without acknowledgement of constraints, efforts to change may be half-hearted or misdirected, leaving potential unrealized. Reflection on areas where fear, uncertainty, or routine dominates behavior provides clarity on where action is needed. Small, deliberate steps outside of familiar routines create manageable opportunities for growth. Comfort zones are most effectively challenged incrementally rather than through sudden, overwhelming change. Each deliberate action beyond familiarity builds experience, confidence, and resilience while reducing the perceived risk of discomfort. Incremental challenges allow sustainable growth without triggering paralysis or avoidance, creating a consistent habit of pushing boundaries. Consistency is key when expanding personal limits. Sporadic or occasional attempts to step outside comfort zones are unlikely to produce lasting impact. Regularly engaging in activities that test ability, endurance, or mindset strengthens adaptation and reinforces the principle that discomfort is an opportunity rather than a threat. Habits of consistent challenge gradually expand capacity, increase confidence, and normalize facing uncertainty as part of personal growth. Understanding fear is crucial for effective boundary expansion. Fear often signals areas of growth, signaling that potential lies beyond current comfort. Rather than avoiding fear, analyze its source and purpose. Recognize that discomfort is not inherently dangerous, but a sign of opportunity for development. Interpreting fear as a guide rather than a barrier shifts perspective, encouraging action and building courage. Setting specific challenges with measurable outcomes ensures that comfort zone expansion produces tangible results. Define objectives that require effort, skill, or persistence beyond current capability. Measurable targets provide feedback and create accountability, reinforcing progress. Structured challenges prevent aimless experimentation and ensure that each attempt contributes meaningfully to growth and skill development. Seeking discomfort through learning new skills or knowledge accelerates potential development. Engaging in unfamiliar subjects, complex tasks, or novel experiences strengthens adaptability, problem-solving ability, and confidence. Each new skill acquired expands the scope of what is possible, revealing hidden capabilities and reinforcing the mindset that growth is continuous and deliberate. Embracing uncertainty encourages creativity and innovation. Comfort zones often limit exposure to new perspectives and ideas, constraining problem-solving and decision-making. Facing uncertainty develops the ability to think critically, adapt strategies, and innovate solutions. Regularly navigating ambiguity strengthens cognitive flexibility and reveals hidden capacities that comfort alone would never uncover. Reflection after stepping outside comfort zones reinforces learning. Evaluate what was attempted, the challenges faced, and the insights gained. Identify behaviors, strategies, or mindsets that supported progress and those that require adjustment. Reflection transforms discomfort into knowledge, allowing future challenges to be approached with improved effectiveness and confidence. Each experience becomes a building block for greater capability. Accountability enhances growth beyond comfort zones. Sharing goals or intentions with trusted individuals creates motivation and ensures follow-through. Accountability encourages persistence when discomfort feels overwhelming and reinforces commitment to growth. Social support, guidance, or shared experience provides perspective and encouragement while keeping focus aligned with objectives. Persistence is necessary when progress is slow or setbacks occur. Comfort zone expansion is inherently challenging, and initial attempts may be met with resistance or failure. Continuously engaging with discomfort, learning from setbacks, and adjusting strategies builds resilience and reinforces self-efficacy. Overcoming repeated challenges establishes a mindset where discomfort becomes familiar and manageable, not avoided. Reframing failure as feedback accelerates growth. Experiencing difficulty or temporary failure is natural when operating beyond current limits. Viewing these outcomes as information rather than judgment allows adaptation and improvement. Each unsuccessful attempt provides insight into skills, strategies, or behaviors that need adjustment, making failure a critical component of deliberate growth. Integrating challenges into daily routine strengthens the habit of expanding capacity. Identifying opportunities within work, personal projects, or daily tasks to push limits embeds growth in regular life rather than as an occasional effort. Consistent application ensures that potential is unlocked continuously, producing cumulative improvement over time. Daily practice builds confidence, competence, and the expectation that challenges are natural and productive. Adapting mindset to value effort over immediate comfort reinforces growth. Comfort zones persist because immediate ease is preferred to long-term benefit. Prioritizing effort, learning, and skill development over temporary comfort cultivates discipline, persistence, and resilience. This mindset shifts focus from avoidance to opportunity, encouraging consistent engagement with activities that expand potential. Exposure to diverse experiences strengthens adaptability. Interacting with new environments, perspectives, or cultures challenges assumptions and broadens understanding. Diversity of experience develops flexibility, empathy, and problem-solving ability, creating a foundation for consistent growth. The more varied the challenges, the greater the opportunity to discover hidden potential and develop capabilities that were previously untested. Self-awareness enhances effective comfort zone expansion. Understanding personal strengths, weaknesses, triggers, and preferences allows targeted challenges that maximize growth without unnecessary risk. Awareness provides insight into which areas offer the greatest opportunity for development, ensuring that effort is efficient and aligned with meaningful objectives. Conscious engagement amplifies impact and ensures that each step outside comfort zones is purposeful. Balancing challenge with recovery ensures sustainable growth. Pushing limits is energizing and productive, but excessive or continuous discomfort without rest can lead to burnout. Integrating periods of reflection, rest, and consolidation allows learning and adaptation to solidify, creating a sustainable rhythm of challenge and recovery. Balance maximizes long-term effectiveness while preventing fatigue or discouragement. Seeking mentorship or guidance accelerates safe expansion of limits. Experienced individuals can provide insight, strategies, and feedback that reduce risk and increase efficiency. Mentorship highlights potential blind spots, ensures focus on meaningful growth, and provides encouragement during difficult steps outside comfort zones. Guidance enhances confidence and speeds mastery of new challenges. Celebrating progress reinforces the habit of pushing limits. Recognizing successful steps beyond comfort zones strengthens motivation, builds confidence, and normalizes engagement with discomfort. Acknowledging achievements maintains morale, highlights capability, and encourages continued effort in challenging areas. Celebrating milestones creates a positive feedback loop that fuels growth momentum. Challenging comfort zones consistently transforms potential into ability. Each deliberate action outside familiarity builds skills, confidence, and resilience while revealing strengths that remain hidden in routine. Through small steps, persistence, reflection, and adaptation, individuals can unlock capabilities that lead to greater achievement, creativity, and fulfillment. Consistently confronting discomfort ensures that growth is not accidental but intentional, producing lasting transformation and a mindset oriented toward continuous improvement. Chapter 50. Maintain physical health to support mental and emotional strength. Maintaining physical health is essential not only for the body but also for mental clarity, emotional stability, and long-term resilience. The mind and body are deeply interconnected, and neglecting one directly affects the other. Strong physical health fuels energy, focus, and emotional regulation, enabling consistent performance and a positive outlook. Simple, deliberate actions taken daily accumulate into lasting benefits, improving stamina, mood, and the ability to face challenges with clarity and confidence. Prioritizing physical wellness is not about perfection or extremes, but about consistent, sustainable choices that reinforce overall life performance. Regular exercise strengthens both the body and mind. Engaging in physical activity increases cardiovascular health, enhances endurance, and improves flexibility. Exercise also stimulates the release of chemicals such as endorphins and serotonin, which support emotional balance and reduce stress. Even moderate movement, when practiced consistently, produces measurable improvements in energy levels, alertness, and mental clarity. Exercise should be approached strategically, incorporating cardiovascular, strength, and mobility components to create a balanced routine that supports long-term health. Nutrition plays a foundational role in maintaining energy and mental performance. Eating nutrient-dense foods provides the fuel necessary for sustained focus, emotional regulation, and physical endurance. Prioritizing whole foods, lean proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates supports consistent energy levels and reduces fatigue. Hydration is equally critical. Sufficient water intake improves cognitive function, supports digestion, and maintains cellular health. A mindful approach to nutrition ensures that the body has what it needs to operate optimally, reducing the risk of illness and mental fatigue. Sleep is a cornerstone of physical and mental resilience. Adequate rest allows the body to recover, supports hormonal balance, and reinforces memory and learning. Consistent sleep schedules strengthen circadian rhythms and enhance overall performance. Poor sleep compromises focus, emotional stability, and the ability to manage stress, undermining both productivity and well-being. Prioritizing restorative sleep creates a foundation for both physical vitality and emotional strength. Routine health assessments and preventative care reinforce long-term wellness. Regular checkups, screenings, and self-monitoring help detect potential issues before they escalate. Awareness of key health markers such as blood pressure, cholesterol, and weight enables proactive adjustments to lifestyle choices. Preventative care is a form of self-respect and ensures that small interventions today prevent larger setbacks in the future. Maintaining awareness and taking responsibility for physical health directly supports mental confidence and emotional stability. Managing stress through physical activity enhances resilience. Exercise serves as a natural outlet for tension, reducing anxiety and improving emotional regulation. Combining physical activity with mindful practices, such as deep breathing or meditation, amplifies the benefits by integrating body and mind wellness. These practices strengthen the nervous system, enhance focus, and build the capacity to respond to challenges calmly and effectively. Physical stress management is a proactive way to maintain clarity and emotional control. Consistency in habits is more effective than intensity. Small, regular actions accumulate over time to produce long-term results. Daily movement, balanced meals, sufficient sleep, and proper hydration, when consistently applied, create a baseline of health that sustains mental sharpness and emotional stability. Extreme measures may produce temporary gains, but are difficult to maintain. Building sustainable routines ensures lasting benefits and prevents burnout or injury. Monitoring physical progress reinforces motivation and accountability. Tracking exercise, nutrition, sleep, and energy levels allows evaluation of what works and what requires adjustment. Objective feedback helps refine routines and ensures that actions are producing meaningful results. Progress tracking transforms habits from abstract intentions into measurable achievements, reinforcing commitment and fostering confidence in personal capability. Mental clarity and cognitive function are directly supported by physical health. A strong body provides the energy necessary for sustained concentration, decision-making, and problem-solving. Physical fatigue diminishes attention span, slows reaction time, and impairs judgment, while consistent wellness practices enhance focus, memory, and creativity. Maintaining the body is therefore an investment in the mind, ensuring that mental performance remains sharp under pressure. Emotional resilience depends on both physical vitality and routine self-care. Neglecting health often leads to irritability, low motivation, and increased vulnerability to stress. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and restorative sleep stabilize mood, reduce anxiety, and improve the ability to manage emotional challenges. Emotional strength is reinforced by a body that is equipped to handle daily demands with energy and balance. Incorporating movement into daily life beyond structured workouts amplifies benefits. Walking, stretching using stairs, or engaging in recreational sports integrates physical activity seamlessly into routines. Frequent movement prevents stiffness, enhances circulation, and provides bursts of energy throughout the day. Physical engagement should be seen as a consistent lifestyle choice rather than a separate obligation, ensuring that the body remains active and ready to support mental and emotional performance. Mindful attention to posture and ergonomics supports long-term health. Proper alignment during daily activities reduces strain, prevents injury, and enhances breathing and circulation. Maintaining posture awareness while sitting, standing, or lifting strengthens musculoskeletal health and supports consistent energy levels. Attention to ergonomics integrates body care into routine tasks, reinforcing holistic wellness. Strengthening core and stability enhances balance, endurance, and injury prevention. Core strength supports functional movement, improves athletic performance, and reduces risk of musculoskeletal issues. Stability exercises create a foundation for physical confidence and contribute to overall body efficiency, which translates into sustained energy and reduced fatigue during mental and emotional tasks. Recovery practices enhance the impact of physical activity and prevent burnout. Stretching, foam rolling, massage, and periods of rest allow muscles to repair, reduce soreness, and increase flexibility. Recovery improves circulation, reduces tension, and reinforces long-term consistency in wellness routines. Effective recovery practices ensure that physical activity supports growth rather than causing depletion. Building endurance and stamina supports sustained focus and emotional control. Physical endurance increases energy reserves, allowing the body and mind to perform under pressure. Mental tasks are supported by the body's ability to sustain energy levels over prolonged periods, ensuring that cognitive and emotional capacity are maintained throughout demanding days. Endurance training enhances resilience, confidence, and adaptability. Regular exposure to natural environments benefits both physical and mental health. Outdoor activity increases vitamin D synthesis, encourages movement, and reduces stress. Time in nature enhances mood, mental clarity, and creativity. Combining physical activity with outdoor environments provides dual benefits for body and mind, reinforcing the interconnected nature of health and performance. Avoiding harmful substances protects long-term wellness. Limiting alcohol, avoiding tobacco, and reducing processed foods enhances physical function, mental clarity, and emotional stability. Substance moderation reduces risk of chronic illness, supports energy levels, and maintains consistent performance across all areas of life. Health-conscious choices reinforce resilience, focus, and emotional regulation. Mind-body practices enhance integration between physical, mental, and emotional health. Yoga, Tai Chi, or mindful stretching improves flexibility, strengthens focus, and reduces stress. These practices create a bridge between physical movement and mental awareness, fostering emotional balance while improving body function. Mind-body integration strengthens overall well-being and reinforces sustainable habits. Regular social and physical activity combined boosts both physical and emotional health. Engaging in group workouts, recreational sports, or fitness communities enhances motivation, accountability, and mood. Social interaction during physical activity provides additional emotional support and encourages consistency, reinforcing habits that strengthen resilience and overall wellness. Maintaining physical health is an investment in every aspect of life. Strong routines, consistent activity, balanced nutrition, restorative sleep, and mindful self-care provide the foundation for mental clarity, emotional stability, and sustained performance. Daily attention to physical well-being ensures energy, focus, and resilience, enabling achievement of personal goals, effective management of challenges, and a higher quality of life. The body's strength supports the mind's capacity, and the mind's clarity reinforces disciplined action, creating a cycle of wellness that amplifies every effort toward growth and success. Chapter 16c. Visualize success daily to fuel motivation and purpose. Daily visualization of success is a powerful practice that strengthens focus, motivation, and clarity of purpose. When the mind consistently imagines specific outcomes, it creates a mental framework that aligns thoughts, emotions, and actions with those goals. Visualization is not wishful thinking, it is deliberate mental rehearsal that programs the brain to recognize opportunities, overcome obstacles, and pursue objectives with intention. Engaging in this practice each day reinforces belief in one's capability, sharpens decision-making, and provides the energy necessary to follow through on plans consistently. To begin, create a clear image of what success looks like. Define measurable outcomes and imagine the details of achievement. Visualize not only the end result but also the process leading to it, including the steps required, challenges to overcome, and habits to maintain. Detailed mental imagery strengthens motivation because it bridges the gap between intention and action, making goals feel tangible and attainable. Incorporate sensory elements into visualization. Imagine the sights, sounds, feelings, and even the environment associated with success. The more vividly the brain experiences these details, the more real and compelling the vision becomes. Sensory, rich visualization enhances emotional engagement, reinforcing commitment to the goal and making daily action feel purposeful. Consistency is critical for effectiveness. Daily practice, even for a few minutes, conditions the mind to focus on opportunity and achievement rather than distraction or doubt. Routine visualization transforms the habit of imagining success into a driver for daily behavior. The cumulative effect of repeated mental rehearsal is measurable improvement in motivation, confidence, and proactive effort. Combine visualization with positive emotion. Connect the image of success to feelings of accomplishment, satisfaction, and fulfillment. Emotional engagement strengthens memory, reinforces the mental pattern, and creates a natural internal reward system that drives continued effort. Emotion anchors the vision in the subconscious, ensuring it influences behavior beyond conscious thought. Integrate visualization into morning routines to set the tone for the day. Starting the day by mentally rehearsing success activates purpose, focus, and energy. When goals and achievements are clearly imagined first thing in the morning, subsequent actions are aligned with that vision, creating a natural flow of productivity and intentional behavior. Morning visualization reinforces clarity and ensures consistent forward momentum. Break goals into stages and visualize each stage. Focusing on incremental progress maintains motivation and prevents overwhelm. Seeing each step completed in the mind reinforces confidence and highlights the pathway forward. Mental rehearsal of small wins strengthens resilience, making larger objectives feel achievable and maintaining steady progress toward ultimate success. Pair visualization with action planning. Mental imagery alone is insufficient without execution, but it enhances decision-making by clarifying the path forward. Visualizing solutions, strategies, and actions before implementing them reduces hesitation and improves efficiency. The combination of seeing success and planning concrete steps bridges imagination and reality, creating measurable results over time. Use visualization to anticipate challenges and rehearse solutions. Imagine obstacles that could arise and how they can be effectively addressed. This practice prepares the mind to respond calmly, strategically, and confidently when difficulties occur. Anticipatory rehearsal reduces fear, strengthens resilience, and enhances problem-solving capability in real situations. Visualization strengthens self-belief and eliminates self-doubt. Regularly seeing oneself achieving goals reinforces the sense of competence and possibility. The mind begins to interpret imagined success as probable, reducing hesitation and fostering confidence. This mental certainty increases the likelihood of taking decisive actions aligned with the envisioned outcomes. Incorporate reflection on past achievements into visualization practice. Acknowledge previous successes, no matter how small, and integrate them into the mental picture of continued progress. Recognizing prior accomplishments reinforces belief in personal capability and strengthens motivation to pursue future goals. Reflection provides evidence of growth, reinforcing the credibility of imagined success. Combine visualization with affirmations to reinforce intention. Positive statements that align with goals support the mental rehearsal of success and anchor focus on desired outcomes. Affirmations act as verbal reinforcement, complementing imagery and strengthening the psychological pathway to achievement. Repeated affirmation with visualization creates a feedback loop that drives confidence, motivation, and clarity of purpose. Visualizing success in different areas of life enhances balance and resilience. Mental rehearsal can be applied to career, relationships, health, or personal growth. Practicing visualization across multiple domains ensures that energy and focus are distributed intentionally and prevents neglect of important aspects of life. Balanced visualization fosters comprehensive growth and sustained motivation. Track the impact of visualization on daily behavior. Observe how mental rehearsal influences decisions, persistence, and responses to challenges. Awareness of tangible outcomes reinforces the practice, providing motivation to continue and refine the technique. Evaluating the link between visualization and real-world results ensures that effort translates into measurable progress. Visualization improves focus under pressure. When mentally rehearsed frequently, success scenarios become familiar and accessible, allowing clarity and calmness in high-stakes or stressful situations. The mind recalls strategies, solutions, and desired outcomes more readily, enhancing performance. This mental preparation strengthens both resilience and confidence during critical moments. Combine visualization with mindfulness to enhance presence and clarity. Being fully aware during mental rehearsal ensures attention is concentrated and the image is vivid. Mindful engagement prevents distraction, strengthens the intensity of visualization, and ensures that mental energy is directed toward productive and intentional outcomes. Focused practice improves the efficiency and impact of daily visualization. Use visualization to reinforce long-term goals alongside immediate tasks. Imagining both the daily steps and the ultimate objective bridges short-term effort with long-term purpose. This approach ensures consistency in behavior, alignment of actions, and sustained motivation across extended periods. The mind begins to see a direct connection between small actions and ultimate achievement, reinforcing commitment. Incorporate visualization before making important decisions or taking significant action. Seeing potential outcomes, paths, and consequences prepares the mind for strategic and confident execution. Mental rehearsal reduces hesitation, increases foresight, and improves judgment. Visualization becomes a practical tool for planning and taking decisive action in alignment with goals. Regularly update visualization to reflect growth and evolving objectives. As skills, knowledge, and circumstances change, the mental image of success should evolve accordingly. Adjusting the vision ensures it remains relevant, compelling, and motivating. Dynamic visualization strengthens engagement, ensures alignment with reality, and prevents stagnation or complacency. Commit to at least 5 minutes of visualization daily. Even short periods of deliberate mental rehearsal, when performed consistently, accumulate into powerful effects on focus, motivation, and purpose. Daily practice conditions the mind to recognize opportunities, persist through challenges, and act in alignment with goals. The cumulative impact of daily visualization builds confidence, reinforces intention, and drives measurable achievement. Visualization of success transforms aspiration into action. It aligns thought, emotion, and behavior with desired outcomes, strengthens confidence, prepares the mind for obstacles, and reinforces consistent effort. When practiced daily, it fuels motivation, sharpens focus, and provides a clear sense of purpose that guides every decision and action. Visualization converts potential into measurable progress, ensuring that goals are not only imagined, but consistently pursued and achieved. Chapter 17D. Focus on consistency over intensity for long-term results. Consistency is the foundation for meaningful and lasting success. While bursts of intense effort may feel productive, they rarely lead to sustainable results. Short-term intensity can produce impressive spikes in progress, but without regular, repeated effort, gains often fade and goals remain incomplete. True achievement comes from establishing habits and routines that can be maintained over time, ensuring steady advancement and cumulative improvement. By prioritizing consistency over intensity, every action becomes a building block, creating momentum that compounds into long-term results. The first step is to evaluate current routines and habits. Identify areas where effort is sporadic, inconsistent, or reactive rather than planned. Understanding patterns of inconsistency highlights opportunities to create repeatable actions that can be sustained. A structured approach ensures that energy is applied efficiently and that small, manageable steps are reinforced daily, gradually building toward larger accomplishments. Focus on developing habits that are realistic and achievable. Attempting too much too quickly often leads to burnout or discouragement. Break down large objectives into smaller, consistent tasks that can be performed every day. These manageable actions, even if modest, accumulate into significant progress over weeks and months. Consistency is reinforced through achievable daily wins that maintain motivation and prevent discouragement. Consistency requires intentional scheduling. Plan daily or weekly routines to incorporate actions that contribute directly to goals. Consistent timing builds habit and signals the mind to prepare for performance. Structured repetition strengthens discipline and reduces the reliance on motivation, which fluctuates and cannot be depended upon for long-term achievement. Accountability enhances consistency. Share goals with trusted individuals or track progress visibly to reinforce commitment. External accountability provides additional motivation and support when personal discipline wanes. By measuring adherence to routines and holding oneself responsible, consistency becomes a habit rather than a fleeting effort. Consistency strengthens resilience against challenges. When effort is repeated over time, setbacks and obstacles have less impact. Established routines and habits create stability, reducing the influence of external circumstances on progress. Over time, repeated action builds confidence, reinforces self-efficacy, and ensures that setbacks do not derail momentum. Focus on process rather than immediate outcomes. Daily actions should be performed with attention to quality and intention, not solely for instant results. By prioritizing repetition and improvement, progress becomes a natural consequence of consistent effort. Emphasizing process over intensity encourages patience, persistence, and steady growth. Track progress to reinforce the value of consistency. Monitor performance, milestones, and improvements over time to observe the compounding effects of repeated effort. Seeing incremental growth provides motivation and validates the approach, reinforcing the principle that small, consistent actions produce substantial results in the long run. Consistency enhances skill development and mastery. Repetition of tasks, practices, or behaviors improves competence and efficiency. Skills improve gradually with continuous effort, resulting in proficiency that short bursts of intensity cannot achieve. Mastery requires deliberate practice performed regularly, reinforcing the link between consistency and expertise. Manage energy effectively to support regular effort. Intense effort is often unsustainable because it depletes physical and mental resources. Consistency allows for moderate, well-paced engagement that preserves energy while maintaining progress. Regular effort, balanced with recovery, ensures sustainable advancement without exhaustion or burnout. Prioritize the most impactful actions for daily repetition. Focus on activities that directly influence goals, ensuring that consistent effort produces meaningful results. Avoid overloading with too many tasks or diversions that dilute attention and energy. Strategic consistency maximizes the effectiveness of every action, reinforcing progress in areas that matter most. Flexibility complements consistency by allowing adjustments without losing momentum. Rigid routines may break under unexpected circumstances, while adaptable practices maintain regular action despite challenges. Adjusting methods or timing preserves consistency in outcomes while accommodating reality, ensuring that steady progress continues under changing conditions. Consistency builds confidence and discipline. Repeated engagement with goals strengthens belief in one's ability to perform and follow through. The mind begins to trust that effort leads to results, creating a self-reinforcing cycle of persistence, reliability, and achievement. Confidence derived from steady action encourages continued effort even in difficult circumstances. Daily reflection supports consistent growth. Assess what actions were performed, identify gaps, and adjust routines to maintain regularity. Reflection ensures that effort remains aligned with objectives and prevents lapses from becoming habits. Evaluating progress reinforces accountability and strengthens the commitment to maintain consistent action. Consistency enhances mental clarity and focus. Repetition trains the mind to anticipate tasks, recognize patterns, and operate efficiently. Over time, the mental energy required for each action decreases, making routines more natural and freeing cognitive resources for creative thinking, problem solving, and strategic planning. Regular practice sharpens both execution and mental performance. Incorporate small rituals to reinforce daily effort. Simple cues, such as scheduled reminders, checklists, or brief preparatory actions, maintain attention and create a sense of order. Rituals reduce friction, reinforce habit formation, and support consistent engagement with priorities. They create a predictable framework that ensures actions are repeated reliably. Consistency nurtures long-term motivation by providing evidence of progress. Repeated effort produces observable results, which sustain engagement and encourage continuation. Immediate intensity may produce short-term excitement, but without reinforcement, motivation quickly declines. Steady, measurable progress maintains momentum and strengthens resolve over time. Avoid comparing short-term results with others. Consistency emphasizes personal growth and steady advancement rather than temporary displays of intensity. Long-term improvement is unique to individual circumstances and effort. Focusing on repeated personal effort ensures progress regardless of external comparison or competition. Consistency allows for compounding benefits. Repeated action strengthens habits, builds competence, and produces results that accumulate exponentially. Small daily improvements add up, creating long-term advantage in both skills and outcomes. Prioritizing regular engagement over sporadic effort ensures that every action contributes to sustained success. Commit to a routine that supports consistent effort in multiple areas of life. Balanced attention to work, learning, health, relationships, and personal growth ensures that progress is comprehensive and sustainable. Consistency across domains creates stability, reinforces discipline, and strengthens overall capacity to achieve objectives. Consistency is more reliable than intensity for long-term results because it builds habits, develops skill, strengthens resilience, and produces compounding outcomes. Daily effort, performed thoughtfully, intentionally, and repeatedly, transforms small actions into meaningful achievements. By valuing regularity over sporadic bursts of energy, the mind and body align with long-term objectives, ensuring steady advancement and durable success. Chapter 18T. Control your emotions to make rational and confident choices. Controlling emotions is essential for making decisions that are rational, deliberate, and aligned with long-term goals. Emotions are powerful signals, but when unchecked, they can distort judgment, drive impulsive reactions, and create unnecessary stress. Learning to manage emotional responses allows for clarity, confidence, and consistency in decision-making. It does not mean suppressing feelings. Rather, it involves recognizing them, understanding their source, and responding deliberately rather than reflexively. Developing emotional control strengthens resilience, enhances self-awareness, and improves interactions with others. creating a foundation for personal and professional success. The first step in emotional control is awareness. Recognizing emotional triggers, patterns, and recurring responses provides insight into how feelings influence behavior. Awareness allows the mind to pause before reacting, creating space for reflection and conscious choice. Daily observation of emotional responses, even in small situations, builds understanding of internal patterns and lays the groundwork for intentional action. Practice labeling emotions accurately. Identifying what you are feeling, whether it is frustration, anxiety, excitement, or sadness, reduces ambiguity and prevents emotions from unconsciously controlling behavior. Precise labeling helps differentiate between transient reactions and deeper concerns, allowing for more informed and balanced decision-making. Naming emotions creates distance, transforming automatic responses into deliberate consideration. Developing a pause between stimulus and response is critical. When faced with an emotional trigger, take a moment to breathe and assess the situation before reacting. This pause prevents impulsive decisions driven by temporary feelings and allows for analysis based on logic, facts, and objectives. Deliberate timing ensures choices are guided by reason rather than immediate emotion. Cognitive reframing enhances emotional control. Shifting perspective to view challenges, setbacks, or stressful situations in a more constructive light reduces intensity and promotes rational thinking. Reframing difficulties as opportunities for learning or growth diminishes emotional overwhelm and strengthens confidence in handling adversity. The mind becomes better equipped to evaluate options calmly and strategically. Practice mindfulness to strengthen presence and awareness. Focusing on the current moment reduces rumination on past events and anxiety about the future, both of which amplify emotional reactivity. Mindful attention allows clearer perception of facts, better understanding of internal states, and more deliberate responses. Consistent mindfulness reinforces stability and clarity in decision-making under pressure. Regulate physiological responses to support emotional balance. Breathing exercises, posture adjustments, and physical relaxation techniques reduce stress responses that heighten emotional intensity. Controlling the body's reaction to stimuli stabilizes the mind, making rational thought easier and emotional control more reliable. The body and mind function as a unified system, and calming one enhances the other. Develop emotional intelligence to improve interactions and decision-making. Understanding your own emotions, empathizing with others, and interpreting social cues accurately allows for better judgment and collaboration. Emotional intelligence reduces conflict, enhances communication, and supports rational solutions, ensuring that decisions are informed by both personal insight and awareness of external dynamics. Reflect on past emotional responses to improve future control. Analyze situations where emotions influenced decisions, identify what led to reactive behavior, and determine strategies to respond differently. Learning from experience strengthens awareness and equips the mind with practical tools for managing similar circumstances in the future. Reflection converts mistakes into growth opportunities. Set clear priorities and values to guide decisions. When choices are aligned with long-term goals and personal principles, emotional interference is less likely to derail judgment. Clarity about priorities simplifies decision-making, reducing the influence of temporary feelings and allowing focus on what truly matters. Decisions rooted in values create confidence and consistency. Create structured decision-making processes. Establishing steps, checklists, or criteria for evaluating options reduces reliance on emotional impulses. By following a systematic approach, the mind evaluates facts, consequences, and alternatives, ensuring that choices are deliberate and informed. Structured processes provide a framework that strengthens rationality and confidence in decisions. Practice delayed response in high-stakes situations. Waiting to act allows emotions to settle and provides space for rational analysis. This delay prevents regretful impulsive choices and ensures that responses are aligned with goals and values. Developing patience in decision-making reinforces stability, clarity, and confidence. Engage in problem-solving rather than reacting emotionally. When challenges arise, focus on identifying solutions rather than dwelling on frustration or fear. Constructive problem-solving channels energy into productive action, strengthens emotional regulation, and produces tangible results. A solutions-oriented approach reduces the influence of negative emotional states and enhances confidence in handling adversity. Cultivate resilience to manage emotional fluctuations. Life will inevitably present stress, disappointment, or frustration. Building mental and emotional resilience through consistent habits, reflection, and adaptation ensures that challenges do not trigger irrational decisions. Resilience strengthens the ability to maintain perspective, respond thoughtfully, and recover quickly from setbacks. Limit exposure to unnecessary emotional triggers when possible. Identifying environments, media, or interactions that provoke reactive responses allows for proactive management. Reducing unnecessary exposure prevents emotional overload, conserves mental energy, and supports rational thinking. Strategic boundaries enhance stability and decision-making capacity. Develop self-compassion to reduce emotional pressure. Acknowledging imperfection and avoiding harsh self-criticism reduces anxiety and defensiveness, enabling clearer assessment of situations. Self-compassion strengthens emotional resilience and allows for measured responses rather than impulsive or defensive actions. Recognizing human fallibility promotes rational evaluation without emotional distortion. Use journaling or reflective writing to process emotions. Articulating feelings on paper clarifies thought patterns, identifies underlying causes, and prevents unchecked emotional escalation. Writing enhances self-awareness, supports problem-solving, and allows for more deliberate planning and response. Documented reflection transforms emotional experiences into actionable insight. Practice scenario analysis to anticipate emotional reactions. Mentally rehearse challenging situations and how different responses might affect outcomes. Anticipating emotional triggers and planning deliberate reactions increases confidence, reduces impulsivity, and strengthens the ability to respond rationally under pressure. Preparation converts potential emotional chaos into controlled, strategic action. Develop habits that reinforce emotional stability. Regular exercise, sufficient sleep, balanced nutrition, and mindfulness practices support mental and emotional regulation. Physical and mental wellness provide a foundation for calm, confident decision-making, ensuring that emotions do not override judgment. Consistent self-care strengthens the mind's capacity to remain deliberate and clear. Reinforce positive self-talk to counter negative emotional influences. Encouraging and rational internal dialogue reduces susceptibility to fear, frustration, or doubt. Positive self-talk supports confidence, rational thought, and the ability to assess situations without bias. Mental reinforcement provides internal stability for deliberate action and thoughtful decision-making. Evaluate decisions based on outcomes and learning rather than emotional satisfaction. Distinguish between choices driven by momentary feelings and those guided by reason and strategy. Learning from decisions enhances future judgment and reinforces the principle that emotional control is necessary for effective action. Continuous evaluation strengthens clarity and improves confidence in decision-making. Mastering emotions creates freedom to act intentionally, respond strategically, and maintain confidence under pressure. Deliberate recognition, reflection, and regulation of feelings ensure that choices are informed, rational, and aligned with long-term goals. Emotional control is a skill that can be developed through awareness, structured practice, and resilience. Those who manage emotions effectively consistently make better decisions, maintain stability, and create outcomes that reflect their values, priorities, and capabilities. Chapter 19 celebrates small wins to sustain momentum and positivity. Celebrating small wins is a powerful practice that strengthens motivation, reinforces progress, and sustains long-term momentum. Too often, people focus only on major achievements, overlooking the value of incremental steps. Each small success is evidence of effort paying off, and recognizing these moments creates positive reinforcement that fuels continued action. Acknowledging progress, no matter how modest, trains the mind to notice achievement, strengthens confidence, and encourages persistence through challenges. Celebrating small wins is not about indulgence, it is about reinforcing habits, maintaining optimism, and keeping energy aligned with goals. Begin by identifying measurable, achievable milestones within larger objectives. Breaking down goals into smaller, actionable steps allows each task to become an opportunity for recognition. Completing these steps provides tangible evidence of progress, demonstrating that effort is producing results. Clear milestones ensure that small wins are visible and meaningful, providing consistent motivation to continue moving forward. Recognition of small wins strengthens confidence and belief in personal capability. Each completed task reinforces the understanding that goals are attainable through deliberate effort. This repeated validation reduces self-doubt, builds resilience, and supports continued engagement with challenging tasks. Confidence grows not only from achieving major outcomes, but from consistently demonstrating competence through small, manageable actions. Create a habit of acknowledging wins daily. At the end of each day, review accomplishments, no matter how minor, and consciously recognize the effort behind them. This practice reinforces awareness of progress, encourages reflection, and solidifies the connection between action and results. Daily acknowledgement transforms routine effort into visible achievement, creating a mindset oriented toward growth and positivity. Celebrate wins in a way that reinforces behavior without undermining future effort. Simple gestures, like noting achievements in a journal, sharing progress with a supportive peer, or taking a brief moment to appreciate completion, strengthen motivation. Recognition should emphasize effort and progress rather than just outcome, reinforcing the value of consistent work and building sustainable momentum. Understanding the psychological impact of small wins helps maintain long-term engagement. Celebrating progress triggers positive emotions, which strengthen neural pathways associated with reward and motivation. This neurological reinforcement encourages repetition of productive behavior and builds habits that support sustained achievement. Positive feedback loops created by acknowledging small wins enhance focus, energy, and persistence over time. Small wins provide clarity and direction when pursuing long-term goals. Each accomplishment offers insight into effective strategies, highlights areas of strength, and identifies patterns of productivity. Recognizing these signals allows for refinement of habits, adjustment of approaches, and improved efficiency. Reflection on small successes ensures that effort is continuously aligned with objectives, maximizing the likelihood of achieving larger goals. Celebration of small wins enhances emotional resilience. Acknowledging progress reduces frustration, mitigates feelings of stagnation, and combats discouragement. Even in the face of setbacks or slow advancement, noticing incremental achievements maintains positivity, reinforces effort, and encourages perseverance. Emotional stability created by recognition of small successes ensures that challenges do not derail commitment or focus. Incorporate visualization alongside recognition of small wins. Mentally rehearsing completed tasks and imagining continued progress reinforces motivation and strengthens confidence. Visualization enhances the impact of achievement by connecting mental imagery with real-world effort, making future goals feel attainable. This combination of reflection and mental rehearsal creates momentum and sustains energy for ongoing tasks. Track small wins to maintain visibility of progress. Use journals, apps, or checklists to record completed tasks and milestones. Documented progress reinforces a sense of achievement, allows evaluation of patterns, and provides tangible evidence of effort over time. Tracking creates accountability and ensures that small successes are consistently acknowledged and celebrated. Link small wins to intrinsic motivation. Recognize how each achievement contributes to personal growth, skill development, or progress toward meaningful objectives. Emphasizing the connection between effort and purpose strengthens internal drive, reducing reliance on external validation. Intrinsic motivation supports sustainable engagement and reinforces the long-term habit of celebrating progress. Use small wins to fuel momentum during challenging periods. When tasks feel difficult or motivation wanes, acknowledging even minor accomplishments reignites energy, focus, and confidence. Momentum generated by recognition of progress creates a self-perpetuating cycle of action, ensuring continued effort despite obstacles or slow advancement. Incorporate social reinforcement when appropriate. Sharing achievements with supportive peers or mentors amplifies the sense of accomplishment and builds accountability. Recognition from others validates effort, strengthens motivation, and encourages continued pursuit of goals. Positive social feedback enhances the emotional benefits of small wins and reinforces consistent behavior. Balance celebration with forward focus. Recognize achievements without losing sight of upcoming tasks or objectives. Celebration should motivate continued effort rather than encourage complacency. Using small wins as a springboard for future action ensures momentum remains directed and productive. Connect small wins to habit formation. Each completed task, when acknowledged and repeated, strengthens routine behavior. Positive reinforcement solidifies the neural pathways associated with productive action, making habits more automatic and sustainable over time. Habit development is accelerated when effort is recognized and consistently reinforced through small victories. Celebrate progress in alignment with personal values and goals. Recognition of wins should emphasize meaningful accomplishments rather than trivial outcomes. Aligning celebration with purpose strengthens motivation, ensures energy is directed toward priorities, and reinforces the significance of each step in the broader journey. Reflection enhances the impact of small wins. Take time to evaluate what was achieved, the effort involved, and the lessons learned. Reflection reinforces awareness, strengthens learning, and ensures that achievements translate into actionable insight. Understanding the value of each step deepens engagement and maintains focus on long-term objectives. Recognizing small wins builds optimism and positive perspective. Regular acknowledgement of progress cultivates a mindset that sees growth, opportunity, and capability rather than focusing solely on obstacles or setbacks. Positive perspective sustains motivation, reduces stress, and encourages proactive engagement with challenges. Use small wins to motivate continued learning and improvement. Each completed task offers feedback on performance, revealing areas for refinement, skill development, and enhanced efficiency. Celebrating these moments emphasizes the iterative nature of growth, reinforces learning, and encourages persistent improvement. Make celebrating small wins a conscious, intentional habit. Treat recognition of progress as part of the routine rather than an afterthought. Intentional celebration reinforces the value of effort, strengthens internal motivation, and ensures that each step contributes to sustained momentum and long-term achievement. Sustained success is built on the accumulation of small victories. Recognizing, celebrating, and reflecting on incremental progress reinforces motivation, strengthens confidence, supports habit formation, and maintains momentum toward larger goals. By valuing every step and acknowledging achievements consistently, individuals create a cycle of growth, positivity, and persistent advancement that compounds over time and fuels long-term success. Chapter 20. Commit fully to your 365-day life transformation plan. Committing fully to a 365-day life transformation plan requires dedication, discipline, and a clear understanding of the long-term benefits of daily action. Transformation does not happen overnight, and it cannot be achieved through half-hearted effort or sporadic attempts. It demands a mindset that prioritizes consistency, focus, and intentionality every single day, recognizing that each action contributes to building the life you desire. Full commitment means aligning thoughts, emotions, and behaviors with the objectives of your plan and refusing to allow distractions, doubt, or temporary discomfort to derail your progress. The first step in commitment is clarity. Define precisely what you want to achieve over the 365 days. Establish measurable goals, outline specific actions, and identify the habits that will support growth. Clear objectives provide direction and create a framework for evaluating progress. Without clarity, effort is scattered, motivation wanes, and the likelihood of meaningful transformation diminishes. Develop a daily routine that reinforces your commitment. Structure your day to include consistent actions aligned with your goals. Morning routines, dedicated work periods, focused learning, and intentional reflection all contribute to steady progress. When actions are routine and repeated consistently, transformation becomes a natural outcome of disciplined practice, rather than a sporadic achievement dependent on fleeting motivation. Set priorities that reflect long-term long-term objectives rather than short-term satisfaction. Each day presents countless options for how time and energy are spent. Committing fully means choosing actions that directly support your growth and declining distractions that do not. Intentional prioritization ensures that daily efforts are impactful and aligned with the ultimate vision for your life. Hold yourself accountable to your plan. Track daily actions, record progress, and evaluate adherence to your schedule. Accountability ensures that effort is consistent, and it provides feedback on areas requiring adjustment. By monitoring performance, you reinforce personal responsibility and cultivate a mindset of ownership over both successes and setbacks. Visualize the outcomes of full commitment. Imagine the cumulative impact of daily effort over the course of a year. Picture the skills, knowledge, habits, and accomplishments you will develop. Visualization strengthens motivation, reinforces purpose, and provides mental clarity for decision-making. The mind becomes aligned with the goals, enhancing focus and ensuring that actions remain consistent and intentional. Anticipate challenges and plan strategies to overcome them. Transformation will inevitably involve obstacles, setbacks, and periods of low motivation. Identifying potential difficulties in advance allows for proactive solutions rather than reactive responses. Planning for challenges ensures resilience, maintains momentum, and prevents temporary disruptions from undermining long-term commitment. Embrace a mindset of persistence and adaptability. Daily transformation requires patience, and progress may not always be linear. There will be moments of plateau or difficulty. Remaining adaptable, adjusting strategies when necessary, and maintaining persistent effort despite setbacks are key components of sustained commitment. Flexibility, combined with consistency, ensures continuous forward motion. Integrate reflection and evaluation into the daily process. At the end of each day, review actions taken, lessons learned, and areas for improvement. Reflection strengthens awareness, reinforces learning, and helps maintain alignment with long-term objectives. Evaluating daily progress ensures that effort remains purposeful and that small adjustments lead to more effective results over time. Reinforce commitment through emotional connection to your goals. Understand the deeper reasons behind your objectives and allow these reasons to fuel perseverance. When motivation is anchored in meaningful purpose, commitment becomes less reliant on fleeting inspiration and more resilient to external pressures or temporary discouragement. Emotional investment strengthens persistence and ensures sustained effort throughout the year. Develop resilience to maintain focus under pressure. Life will present distractions, obligations, and unexpected events that challenge daily routines. Building resilience ensures that temporary disruptions do not derail commitment. Strong mental and emotional discipline allows the continuation of effort even in difficult circumstances, maintaining steady progress toward transformation. Leverage small daily wins to reinforce commitment. Recognizing incremental progress creates positive feedback loops, enhancing motivation and sustaining energy. Celebrating milestones, completing planned tasks, and acknowledging skill development solidifies the connection between effort and achievement. Small wins provide reinforcement that strengthens dedication and supports ongoing engagement with the plan. Establish boundaries to protect your time and energy. Full commitment requires preventing external influences from diverting focus. This may involve reducing distractions, limiting unproductive interactions, or declining opportunities that do not support your objectives. Setting boundaries ensures that effort remains concentrated on activities that advance transformation and maintain the integrity of the plan. Commitment requires consistency in both action and mindset. Every day, take deliberate steps that reflect the principles of growth, learning, and self-improvement. Avoid relying on sporadic bursts of effort or motivation, and instead embrace routine, repetition, and steady engagement. Consistent effort compounds over time, producing results far greater than occasional intensity ever could. Pair commitment with self-discipline. Full engagement demands controlling impulses, managing priorities, and maintaining focus on long-term objectives rather than short-term gratification. Discipline ensures that actions align with intentions, that habits are reinforced, and that progress is maintained even when effort feels difficult or inconvenient. Self-discipline is the engine that drives transformation. Seek support and mentorship when appropriate. Guidance from experienced individuals or peers reinforces accountability, provides perspective, and offers practical advice. Support systems enhance the ability to maintain focus, navigate challenges, and stay committed to the plan. Engaging with a community of like-minded individuals strengthens motivation and sustains long-term engagement. Commit fully to personal growth in all areas of life. Transformation is not limited to professional achievement but encompasses health, relationships, mindset, and emotional intelligence. Ensuring that daily actions address multiple dimensions of growth creates holistic progress, reinforces overall resilience, and maximizes the impact of the 365-day plan. Balanced development sustains energy, motivation, and overall well-being. Use setbacks as learning opportunities rather than excuses for abandoning the plan. Challenges provide feedback, highlight areas for improvement, and strengthen problem-solving abilities. Viewing obstacles as part of the growth process ensures that commitment remains intact and that temporary difficulties do not undermine long-term objectives. Resilience and learning turn challenges into stepping stones rather than barriers. Maintain focus on incremental improvement rather than perfection. Transformation is the result of consistent, daily progress, not flawless execution. Accepting imperfection allows persistence without discouragement, reinforces habits, and builds cumulative momentum. Daily commitment, even with small mistakes, leads to substantial growth and measurable results over time. Visualize the transformation at the end of 365 days. Imagine the skills developed, the habits formed, the challenges overcome, and the personal growth achieved. This vision strengthens resolve, maintains clarity, and motivates daily action. Seeing the endpoint clearly enhances the ability to commit fully and execute consistently, turning intention into reality. A 365-day life transformation plan succeeds only when full commitment is embraced. Daily action, structured routines, disciplined effort, and resilience in the face of challenges collectively produce meaningful change. By dedicating oneself fully to the process, recognizing incremental progress, learning from setbacks, and maintaining focus on long-term objectives, transformation becomes not just a goal but a reality. Full commitment ensures that every day contributes to a better, stronger, and more capable version of yourself, resulting in tangible, lasting, and profound life improvement.